What's the deal? What's the deal? I'm here live. I am waiting for the lady Alomar. When she gets up in this piece, I will then turn on my camera. All right. Now I'm also I think I am live on Facebook also. So I had no choice but to go live at this particular time because if you don't start your stream on Facebook 9 minutes after you start, then they always they shut you right down. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. They don't allow you to do it. You have to be 9 minutes or they just cancel it. So that is what it is. I said when Alomar gets here and Alomar joins me, I will turn on my camera and you can see the Don Tony Teflon and my costume and stuff, and that's what up. So let me say what up to people I see up in this piece, man. What up to Leaf Underhill? What up to Linda R? What up to Vincent Harper up in the building, rocking with the Don Tony Teflon, the Lady Alomar. When she gets up in here, as I said again, don't worry about it. Soon enough, I will have it up there. I'll have my camera open. I'm just waiting for her to get here. She should be here any second, so it shouldn't take long. She just hit me up and told me she'd be right here. So what up to all y'all people out there? Tymar Smith, my man Derek Brock in the building. You know what I mean? What up to everybody up in there, chilling with me and stuff like that? You know what I mean? I don't know if anybody's watching on Facebook or if everyone's just watching here. Everyone's just watching on YouTube. You know, I'm not sure what it is, but as I said before, I keep saying it. What up to Lady Laura Dane Starfall? What up to Omar? Omar coming, baby. Omar coming. What up to AK-47 in the building, rocking with the Don Tony Teflon? What up to you? What up to everybody out here chilling right here? You know what I mean? What up to everybody out here? Rod damn it is in the building. You know what I mean? Rocking with us. Hope everybody's chilling. Had you had a good day? I can't say I had a good day. I probably had a very bad day. What up, John? John D. What up? What up? What up? You know, not a great day for the Don Tony Teflon out here. Not at all. There's I don't know if people are on my Facebook page. If you're on my Facebook, my regular friends page, and you're my friend, and you're on my Facebook page, you see that I've had to post a couple of things to this girl that I knew that got murdered, and it got murdered by her boss and her manager. And she was 22 years old. And say rest in peace to her, rest in power. You know, so but what I do know about her, what I know is that she liked to have fun, and she liked to and she wouldn't want people feeling bad and doing stuff like that. So you know what I mean. So definitely, are we gonna keep this stream going on in her memory? We're gonna have fun. You know what I mean? And because that's I know that's what she would want. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it made it in your community or anything like that, if it's that big, if it would make it worldwide, you know what I mean. But it's definitely bad out here and stuff. I just seen her actually last week, and I seen all three of them. I know all the people that were involved in there. I seen them all, and I know them all. The guy that was involved in there, the manager, is actually on my Facebook page as my friend and stuff. And you know, it's terrible, and it's just terrible. What up to Emily up in the building? Rock with me. I will turn on the camera soon enough. I'm waiting for Alomar to jump up in here, and then I'm gonna turn the camera on. So please don't go anywhere. Don't be like, oh, this is not gonna be like this for that long. She will be here any second and stuff, you know. What up to Christie's of Old Stone? Chrissy Snow of Old Stones? It should be Chrissy Snow of Old Stone, right? All right. I mean, that's what it is. John Delavento, that skinny guy. Look at that dude. That skinny man. Oh, Alomar is in the building with the costume on. Are we ready? You take a look. Booyah.
Hey everyone.
Nope, not me.
Where's your?
What? Oh my God! I just took
Mm-hmm.
by accident. I'm sorry. Where's what? Where's my costume?
Yes. Where's your picture? Where's your? You know.
I'm letting the people soak in your costume real quick, and
Oh my
now
God.
I am putting my costume on right now.
Okay.
All right,
All right.
I'm doing it
Okay.
as we speak. I was just waiting for you. Yeah, that is a beautiful costume, Alomar.
Thank you.
That is
It's
a
not the one
gorgeous.
I wanted, but the one I wanted didn't come in, so I had to improvise. So, ta-da!
I hear you. It looks
Yeah.
very good on you.
Thank you.
I mean,
So
but
nice to be
what
here.
doesn't look good on you? I think everything looks good on you. No, honestly, I haven't seen anything look
You're so
bad on you.
sweet. You're so sweet.
So
So nice to have
I
everybody
just
here.
got 1 second. I gotta just set this up real
Okay.
quick. Just take a second.
And apologies to everybody. I'm not typing. I have these on, and it's difficult for me to type with these on. So hello to everybody who said hi to me. So awesome to see you.
All
So
right.
excuses, excuses.
All right. Yeah, I think the costume is very good. You know what I mean? I love the costume. It looks great. How long
Thank
did
you.
it take you to get that done?
Let me see. Makeup 15 minutes because I was running around doing other stuff. This was just a couple minutes at the store, and this is in my closet, my clothes. So, and
Nice.
these, so it's a DIY thing. This time
Oh,
apparently I do look like a cat. I had these on. I have these on and whiskers. So, apparently somebody said I'm looking like a cat. So hopefully this worked. Yeah.
mm-hmm.
And everybody's waiting to see who you are. Oh
All
my
right,
gosh.
here I am.
Hmm.
I'm coming right now.
All right, all right, all right.
Here we go.
Anticipation, anticipation.
We're going for it right now. Here we go. I'm gonna go full screen.
Woo.
The Don Tony Teflon,
Hmm.
and then we're gonna turn the camera on. Here we
All
go.
right.
Booyaka.
Oh, I love
There it
it.
is. There it is. I'm here rocking with you. I'm rocking with Alomar, the full screen. Y'all see me full screen and everything else, right? You see
I
what it
love
is?
it.
You see what it is?
Hmm.
But we see what it is. Wait, it's not over for people. It's not over. That's not all you get from me.
Hmm.
You just don't get that. You know, I wouldn't just be here rocking the simple stuff. You know, the Don Tony Teflon has to
Hmm.
go on, baby. It's got to
Yep.
rock it like it is. You know what I mean? So there we go. As the Don Tony Teflon's costume for the night with the lady
Woo. I
Elamar
love it.
rocking it as
I
always and
love the
stuff
blue.
like
That's
that.
blue, right?
That is
That's not
blue.
awesome. I love blue. Perfect.
That is blue. You know, that's
Nice.
what it is. I may have to turn the camera off when I try to take a drink because it's hard to take a drink
With
with this on at all.
but
Yeah.
you won't have it on all the time, will you? Like you'll show people your face because that's why they're here too, to see your face, not just your
Nope.
costume. You're
We're,
gonna have the mask on all the time.
the whole night we are here with the
Ooh,
mask on
I should
all
have
night.
worn a mask. I do have a blue one somewhere.
We're
Oh
rocking
my
the mask
goodness.
all night. That's what they're here for. They're here for the costume. You know what I mean? That's what people want to see and stuff. Go
Awesome.
back to the split screen. Whoop. There we go. And since this is a lady in the Don, let's do the Lady in the Don podcast
Perfect.
thing up in there and stuff like we do.
Perfect.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that is what it is and everything else. So what up to everybody up in the chat? And what's up to everybody chilling and rocking with the Lady in the Don? You know what I mean? Chilling right now, rocking with us. We are very happy to have you all rocking with us on this Halloween Eve or Halloween past, but this is
Mm-hmm.
Halloween for us. You know what I mean?
It's
And that's
Halloween.
what it is.
It's a
So
weekend, right? We can relax now.
that is
Kind of.
right.
Yeah.
That is right. That's the way it goes. And people, you know, I don't know. People don't want me to take the mask off. They don't want to see that.
Oh, come on, Tony. Okay, people, do you want to see Tony? I mean, come on. It could be anybody. I mean, we know Tony's voice, so there's no fooling us. But do you want
No
to see
fooling.
Tony's face?
Don't lie, people. Just say the truth. You don't need to see my face. You just have it. The mask works. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I'd like to see your face, but that's me. Um,
Well, thank you. That I would love to show you my face. It's not a
there
problem.
you go.
I'd love to show
There you
you.
go.
For you, I'll do it. There's no doubt about it.
There you go. I'm sure
You know, Paul
people are
Gadumu.
liking it.
What
Lots
up
of
to
awesome
Paul
people here.
Gadu? What up to Sarah Charles in the building? What up to John Haymaker? All right, well, let's get to the down to
Mm-hmm.
business since we've been chilling here for a little
Yep.
bit, and stuff. We have received news that there will be a sequel to Game of Thrones, right? House
Mm-hmm.
of the Dragon sequel. Now, when you first heard this news, Elamar, it came off of
Yeah.
the news that we weren't going to get anything, like they were just canceling our show.
Hmm.
So is this the sequel that you really wanted? Is this good for you or what? Or would you want something
You
else?
know, after we discussed it a little bit, I mean, first of all, when I heard it, I was like, oh my god, no, like I don't want it to die. I mean, we were already kind of past the season ending, and we were looking for prequels. At least I knew that it's not going to be, it will never ever be like, the actual Game of Thrones has been for us. But I was hoping for it to continue somehow, and then I get this news. I'm like, oh no, not don't tease us with it. But then news came out that this one is done, but they're not done. So we may be getting something better. And like I said before, I don't want them to throw work that is not, good quality. If they have to scrap something, scrap it. I'm sorry. The pilot didn't work out. Deliver me what I do. I want quality. I don't want just, because there's a stamp of Game of Thrones on it, or, the whole thing. I want there to be quality. So, yeah, I wonder if it's going to postpone stuff. I'm sure it's going to postpone things, but I would rather wait and get quality stuff than just get anything. I'm not that desperate. What about you, Tony?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see it next year, 2020. Most
Mhm.
likely 2021. I would see what it is. You know what I mean? I think it would be something like that in 2021. I always said that if they did do a prequel,
Mhm.
which is a spinoff, you know what I mean? So yeah, if they did a prequel, I always thought that it really had no chance to beat the main show because the main show was so good. And it's really, when you look at spinoffs, there's not been many spinoffs that had that beaten the main show that it came off of. And
Mhm.
number two, especially when you don't have a character from the main show that people can relate to, because usually you have somebody that people can relate to and they spin it off for that person. And everything. You even the Golden Girls had a spin-off show. It
Mhm.
didn't work, but they had one. Everyone has one. So I didn't really think they had a chance of being better. But now seeing this prequel, now if they did Robert's Rebellion, I really think they would have had a chance of being better. But this one, I do believe that it's possible that it could be better than the main show that came out of Game of Thrones, because I think it's a little bit more, the storyline may be a little bit better. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Doing that. I think the storyline may be better than the actual Game of Thrones book storyline that we got. And the fact that we didn't have anything from George R. R. Martin for the past like 6, 7, 8 season. And Dan and Dave just basically, put it together from the notes he gave them, from the cliff notes. This, we have the full story and we know everything that's going to happen. If people, if you have the Fire and Blood book, then you should know everything that's basically going to happen here. You know what I mean? And if that's the case, then if you haven't read the Fire and Blood book, you should, because that's basically what's going to happen here. And I think that story is much more interesting, much more battles, and many more dragons. And I think when you have more battles, more dragons, you have a good chance of being better. What do you think?
When you say battles and dragons, I mean, come on, you know me, people. I love gore. I want there to be. I mean, I love battle scenes, and if there, I think my favorite one was Battle of the Bastards, and then there was the other one. I guess it's been a while. I don't remember, but yeah, the battle scenes really, like, I love those. Like, I love the way they put you in the battle. They don't just do it from the shot from the outside, tiny like bunch of people in the big area. No, they get you in there. You see the blood. You see that. So if they will combine the blood, the gore, what it is actually in the battle, I love that. I love it. I'm looking forward to it. If there are going to be dragons, there's going to be obviously Targaryens. So there's that, idea of, sister and brother type of thing. Not everybody is even accepting of it, but that's what it's about over there. So I am very much looking forward to it. War, blood, death, lots of sex, I'm assuming. I love that. I mean, how can you go wrong with it? What about you, Tony? What's your opinion?
You're going to get more incest.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get a lot more incest. If people are into that incest stuff, then you're about to be into it, really into it, because, that's what this is really all about. And you get the whole Faith and Militant. That there's so many different storylines. I mean, you start with Aegon and Aegon's conquest and everything else. He has so many battles just taking over everything, and then it just goes from that to the Dornish battles after that. And then when he dies, you got his son who takes over. Then you get Maegor.
Mm-hmm.
after his son is not good enough to take over and he's too weak, and then Maegor takes over. I think these are
Yeah.
the things you're going to get, and you're going to get a lot of Valyrian steel swords. Finally,
Mm-hmm.
we'll get
Yeah.
a shot of Dark Sister. Finally, we'll get a shot of Blackfire, Valyrian steel sword,
Mm-hmm.
plus the other ones that were there back then. So I think that people are going to enjoy that straight up. You know what I mean? So I think
Yeah.
it really has a really good chance of being better
Yeah,
than
and
the
it,
original.
like you said, swords, and you said there's the whole dynasty, right? So a lot of people here in the community, I'm assuming, are not maybe history buffs, but they love something about this. There's history. We see this show as a fake history, but history nonetheless. So I wonder how they will go about it. If they will concentrate only on one part of it, or they will take it like stretch it out so we can see a bigger picture, more generations. I wonder. I don't know. I don't know what I would prefer, actually. I'm not sure. Just as I say, surprise me in a way. If you're going to show me, like a certain glimpse of what's that history, that book, or you're going to go the entire book or the seasons, continuing, if it's going to be decades or just one generation, like we saw in the Game of Thrones, it was just, whatever, maybe 10 years. I forgot. Correct me if I'm wrong. Whatever number of years we saw the span, right? In this one, I wonder if we're going to see the same thing, concentrating on one thing, or we're going to go all the way through whatever, and it may be a couple generations. So as long as they do it right, I'm open to whatever. Just entertain me, make it good. What do you think? What would you like to see? How do you think they're going to do it?
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to go from. It's going to be a big time jump. Not that much. I think
Mm-hmm.
you go from Aegon's conquest. Season 1 will be Aegon's conquest, and the
Mm-hmm.
last episode most likely will be him becoming the king of Westeros. Then season 2 will be the Dornish battles,
Mm-hmm.
where he goes with the Dornish battles. Season 3 will be him dead, and that'll be his son, and then Maegor taking over. Season
Okay.
4, I think, will be all about when Maegor takes over and all the shit Maegor does.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think it depends how it's going by then. If it's going good by season 4,
Mm-hmm.
I think they may go right after. But if not, they're gonna time jump when Maegor's old, and they may blend some things over into it. You know what I mean, and make the Dance of Dragons. But I
Mm-hmm.
think the Dance of Dragons will probably take 2 seasons. So I could see them doing about probably about 6 seasons right then, and if it's going good, maybe stretching it to 7.
Okay.
I think that's how far it'll go, and it's going to end with the Dance of Dragons. I don't think it's going to go beyond that.
Okay. And so I'm assuming they will, they should. I mean, when they proposed it, I'm sure there's some kind of plan. This is what we're planning, and this is how we're planning for it to end. Not just flying blind, like, oh, we'll start with this and see how it goes, and if see if people like it. At least, hopefully, whoever finally ends up doing it, they will have an entirety of the plan, and they will um just see how much they can get from us. I mean, hopefully, meaning from us, if people will want to pick up on it, if people will want to go ahead with it, watching it, and that they won't rush things. Like, we were all scarred, we were all bruised after whatever happened, and not everybody. I mean, it was fine. I mean, I'm a lover, not a hater, so I just take it as it is and go with the flow. That's fine. Um, but if whoever proposed the plan on going ahead with this new one, I'm hoping that they will have the entirety of a plan ready to go, not just doing it as you go type of thing. Just have it planned and then hope for the best.
Yeah, I think
um
the fact that George R. R. Martin is involved, that
mhm,
they have the plan. I really think if they just do it the way I said it right then, you know what I
mhm.
mean? If they just do it exactly the way I said it, just listen to me, Don 22. Listen to me, HBO. Listen to me right now.
Your
Listen to
face,
me.
your face needs to be
Yeah,
seen, Tony.
yes,
I think for this one.
listen to me right here. Listen to me. If you just do what I'm telling you to do, it will be successful. Just space it out the way I told you to space it out. Just do it that way, and it's all good. That's all you gotta do. Just do what the Don is telling you. KJ, can we see your face? It's KJ said that.
KJ, people want to see your face. I want to see your face. I mean, are you
Oh,
Tony? I hear a Tony, but I don't see a Tony.
it
I know
is
your
me.
mask.
It is me.
I
It's
know it's
me.
you. I know it's you. We
It
still
is
need to
me.
see you. We need to see the Don.
Okay, I'll do.
Thank you.
Angelina Ahai is in the building. You know, from across the pond, Angelina, Ohio, all the way from Great Britain, the United Kingdom, is rocking with us. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
That is, I
Awesome.
really appreciate that. Yeah, yes, KJ, I will put my hat. I will take the mask. I gotta get a drink anyway, so I will take the mask off and then put
Mhm.
on my regular gear. This is
Mhm.
the Halloween stream.
It's Halloween.
So
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be in here. I'm supposed to be in the mask, and I bought this mask specifically just for
Everybody,
that.
that's
We got
good. The
who is it?
people still need to see you.
Tanya Batman. Let's highlight some of these comments here.
Awesome.
Tanya is in the building. I don't know if I ever spoke to Tanya. Did I speak to Tanya before?
I'm not sure.
Tanya.
To me, it's kind of a new name. So, hello,
It is a
Tanya.
new name to me. Hello,
Yeah,
Tanya.
nice to
What's
see
going
you.
on? We appreciate you rocking with us, Tanya. Straight up, you know what I mean? Everyone say what up to Tanya if you never met her. If she's new up in here, if she's not
Hmm.
new in here, then I don't know. You know, man,
Yeah,
Big Derek Brock's in the
very
building.
welcome. Yeah.
Big Derek Brock's up in the building, rocking with us. Everyone knows Derek from coming down with the Con of Thrones, rocking with the Don. He's the Don's official bodyguard.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, that's the way it goes.
Awesome.
You got
Awesome.
Emily's up in the building, rocking with the Don Tony Teflon. Emily's my home girl from around the way. You know what I mean? She's over here with us, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. You want to see the Don? You got to go through. See, I didn't even call Derek Brock the mountain. Derek Brock is the wall. And that's the
Oh
bottom line.
my.
He's the full wall. If you want to
Nice.
go through the Don Tony Teflon, you got to go through the wall. And that's Big Derek. And you ain't going to see that. And that's what it is. You know what I mean? Let's say what else the other people we got here. You got Rod Dammit up in the building rocking with us right
Hmm.
there. You know what I mean? That's the
Awesome
way it goes.
people.
As always, we have AK-47 is rocking with us. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Showing some love to Rod Dammit is Christy of Old Stones
Hmm.
rocking with us. That's what it is. You know what I mean? That's how it goes. That's how we get down. We got Leaf Underfoots up in here. You know what I mean? We got Bernie L is up in here. You know what I'm saying? Edward Martin is up in here. Edward Scissorhands Martin is up in here.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's always Linda R is showing
Yes.
the
Hey,
lady,
Linda, how are you? Long time no
Lady
chat.
McDonald some
Yeah.
love. You know what I mean? So thank you for everyone coming out here. You know what I mean? I wish you could highlight these things and show it. I wouldn't have to do it
Yeah,
all.
I'm not sure how to do that. Probably I don't know. I don't think I can. So
I don't know why you can't.
yeah,
You
I
should be
don't
able.
know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
You should be
You're
able to
doing
do it.
just fine. Plus, you're
All
saying
right.
hi to everybody. So it's awesome to see you all here. I know
Wait,
it's your Friday. Yeah.
wait a second. Is
Hmm.
that OTDA? Is he here?
He is
I
here. I
have
saw
not
him
seen
before.
him in like 10 years. He ain't been in my chat. I thought he left me. I thought he abandoned me. OTD. I thought OTDA was
DA, are
done
you
with me.
here? I saw you here. You're here somewhere. Say
I
hi
thought he
to
was done
Tony
with me. I thought he
if
was
you're
done with me,
here.
man. For real. I was like, what's good with this cat, man? I thought this dude was done with me. I mean, I seen Kevin Cleary in here the other day. I was like, what happened to that
Hmm.
dude? So
Yeah.
he abandoned me too. I was like, man, after the man gave me that nice bottle I still got on display behind me and everything else. That's what it is. You know what I mean? But smoking too hard is up in the building. All right, I'm going to take off the mask for a little
Hmm.
bit just so I can break.
Awesome.
All right, I'll be
Yeah.
right back.
All good.
We're gonna full screen Alomar.
And
Whoop.
Angela Ahai says hi, sending love to Dan and Alomar. Thank you, Angelina Ahai. I think I said Angelina Ahai. I wonder, we have our masks on, and I know this is the eve after Halloween, but I wonder what if you actually dressed up officially or not. What were you? I wonder if people actually did dress up, if they did trick or treating. Here where I'm at, it was so cold. It was negative, not negative. Well, it was in 30 degrees, I think 30 degrees, windy, snow. We had snow here. It was awful, and I still have sniffles. Officially today, I'm a sniffles the cat. I'm still under the weather. I'm just, yeah, yeah. Hopefully, I will get better soon. But yeah, I still dressed up. Didn't go out. It was way too cold. I'm just wondering if you all actually did some trick or treating over there. Yeah. And AK Alicia Kingston says you can keep all that snow, Elmar. I don't want the snow. It snowed the day before. I had to do some driving. People drive like crazy. here. It was a nightmare. I didn't know if I'm gonna survive this. Then the snow melted, and I'm like, yay, we're done. No, we're not done. The day after that, I do the curtain thing, those curtains. Like, oh hell no, heck no. I covered it up. Like, no, it snowed again. So that's how our Halloween started here. So I wonder if y'all trick or treat. There we go. There
All right,
he
I'm
is.
back.
That's Tony.
See, it's me.
It was not an imposter. It was
It's
Tony
not.
under
It's
there.
me. As always, the thug mug is in hand. Now that I
Awesome.
could drink it.
Cheers for that. And yeah, KJ. Yeah, thank you for thank you for the compliments for the costume. Thank you, KJ. Yeah.
It's very, very beautiful costume.
Thank you.
People didn't even want my costume. Take your costume off. God damn, that's terrible. It's a Halloween stream. Take your costume off. But it's all right. It's okay. It's okay.
They wanted to see your face. Can you blame them? It's Tony they want.
Oh, they want
It's
you.
Tony they
It's
want.
you. It's you.
So.
All right, we are here. We're talking about this House of the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before this House of the Dragon thing came out, me and Alomar, our plans we were going to do our favorite deaths and our worst deaths, but we didn't get even a chance to play it. So let's just do one a piece if you can. Can you think off your head? All right. So what was your favorite death in all of Game of Thrones? People in the chat, you can put that in there too. Exactly what that is.
It's difficult to say, Tony. I actually have a list of the good ones. I actually was, before we did that, I was preparing. I was going to think like, what are the, because there's not just, for me, when I was thinking about it, it was not like the best or the worst. I was thinking, because there were some sad ones, like really, really sad ones, but then there were more satisfying, like when you were more satisfied.
Satisfying.
Satisfying. Okay, satisfying.
What was the most satisfying death for you?
Let me see, because I have that list here. Let me see. Well, to narrow it down, I would say Walder Frey.
Walder Frey?
Mm-hmm. The way she did that, the whole history behind it. Oh, I loved it. Plus it's Arya. Yeah, that. I mean, I have the whole list of all kinds of stuff, but satisfying Walder Frey.
I think that I like the Walder Frey death. So I didn't really hate Walder Frey. And getting into Walder Frey, I don't think he was wrong for doing what he did. I really don't. I think that Walder Frey was 100% justified to do what he did. If we really look at it, why it went down like that, you know what I mean? I have no choice but to say that. Why would you hate on that for him doing that? What did he do that was so bad? He was promised something, right? Now, Catelyn went over there and treated him. She promised him the hand in marriage of any daughter. Not like he had, you have to marry this one. You can have the pick. And this guy has 1 billion daughters, right?
Yeah.
And of course, there's going to be there's no family, no matter what they look like, don't have good looking people in it. All right. It's gonna happen no matter what. You know what I mean? I don't care who it is. Every family got good looking people in it. So he had the pick of the litter, and this dude just after Walder Frey put his men down there, right? Sacrificed his men. People died for this dude. Then when you don't need him anymore, you're gonna say, no, I'm gonna marry some other chick.
Yeah.
That's
I get it. Yeah.
You know, so people could hate on Walder Frey to me, but I don't think that Walder Frey's death. I mean, I think he was justified in doing everything. What up to Nancy T in the building?
And there was some NYDA. I forgot how did AK pronounce the name? NYDA. Nida. She says no, Nida says not LK, not AK. Nida says my favorite death was the dude who stole Needle. F that guy. Oh yeah, I have that guy on the list without a name. I forgot his name. Again, yeah, there's a lot of that stuff.
Let me address Paul right here. Paul says they had guess right. So Paul, that is really a northern tradition. The guess right thing. That's something that is the North people really do. So Walder Frey is not from the North, so he does not have to respect the guess right. That's a northern thing. You know what I mean? So that's not really for him. or anything else. Catelyn Tully, she was acting like too much of a northerner, when she was like, oh, man, listen, why would you think that a piece of bread is going to save your life? How many people ever gone to Jason? If you went into Jason's house and you said, oh, I'm going to eat this piece of bread, so now he can't kill me. Man, you're getting got. That's just the bottom line. You're getting got. I'm not saying that he didn't get what he deserved because he killed them, so they have the right to kill you. He didn't have to go that far, but I do believe that he was justified in doing it. So I'm gonna say that. All right, my most satisfying death. The person that I was most happy to see die, without a shadow of doubt, is Theon Greyjoy. I'm so happy that motherfucker. No,
oh my gosh, are you serious? You were sad. You were happy that he died. Okay.
I'm so happy he died. I cannot stand that dude with his goddamn bouncing perk plus hair all over the place. This dude. No, I'm just playing. I don't mind that he died, but I don't think he's not my most satisfying death. Not, but the person that I didn't like the most and had to go, and I felt like he's no way around it, was Joffrey. I think Joffrey, to me, it's probably an easy answer. Anyone could say, "Oh, Joffrey," blah, blah, blah. I think it's probably easy. Listen. That little motherfucker had to get it. He had to get it. There's no way around it. You know what I mean? It was just too much. He just did too much. You can't shoot chicks with crossbows.
Yeah.
It was just too much. He was just doing too much. He had to go. I thought that he had a more brutal death than Cersei and Jaime had. What I mean? I thought he had a much more brutal death. How do you feel about Joffrey's death? And when it actually happened for the first time, when you seen it, how did you feel about
that you're right. I mean, going back to the to the old stuff, like back then, wasn't he the first actual bad guy who died? That satisfaction we get, not just we see death of the good people, but this time we saw Joffrey. I loved hating him. I loved being just like, oh, I wish somebody would kill him, do something bad to him. But yeah, and he actually got it. We actually got this. So yeah, you're right. I loved it. I did love it.
It was a great death. It was truly a great death. Well, Alomar just left us.
No, I didn't leave you. I do have sniffles. All right, and whatever comes, I'll be right back. I'm right here. I'm listening.
I'll full screen it for the Don Tony Teflon while Alomar gets her sniffles under control. You know what I mean? But yeah, I like that death. I really did like Joffrey's death. I'm gonna go on to another death that I thought was a great death. AK47 said this in the chat, and I have to go with Meryn Trent. Meryn Trent death was great. Was a great death. That's an Arya death. That's an Arya kill. That is basically from the the Mercy chapter. I guess they switch. It's really Wrath the Sweetling that she kills in the Mercy chapter, but they made it Meryn Trent for the show. But in the books, it's Wrath the Sweetling. You know what I mean? This dude, the woman, the child abuser, deserved to get it, and it was very brutal. I think that's one of the most brutal deaths that we've seen. Because the way she stuffed that thing in his mouth.
Oh,
and he just sitting there like a gimp. You know what I mean? And then she just slit that throat on it. She's a throat slicer.
That was great. I forgot about that one. I completely forgot about this one, and it was very satisfying to see that. I think the only thing that I wish she had done was not to take his eyes out right away, so he could actually look at her and see, all that's happening to him. And I know I was cheering for his death. You're right. I completely forgot about it. Good stuff. Good memories, Tony. Nice.
Yeah, well, I had that on my list when I was thinking, but AK47 did put it in the chat too. So we'll go with AK47. Gets a shout out for that too. Which is give me another satisfying death that you enjoyed in Game of Thrones.
Let's see. Looking at this list of mine here, satisfying one. The one where Arya sticks the needle in his throat, whoever that was. I keep forgetting that guy's name. I love that one. And obviously Ramsay, the way Sansa did that. I did love that.
All right, Ramsey
Yeah.
Bolton.
Mm-hmm.
So all right, so how did you? Ramsey is like Joffrey, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is just someone who had to go. It was just eventually he had to go, and he had to go. I didn't like the Roose Bolton death. That's a death I thought was done poorly.
I was shocked a little bit, and it was quick.
I knew it was coming. You know how
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was coming? Because all of a sudden they had him have a dagger behind his back. Like he never had that
Mm.
dagger behind his back. Like
I didn't notice
Bron.
that.
Yeah,
You,
Bron always
huh?
had that dagger behind his
Yeah,
back,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden that scene to have him with the dagger behind his back. So
Hmm.
I knew that right then because of the dagger gave it away to me
Huh.
that he was going to get him and stuff. That he was going to go out and stuff like
Okay.
that. We're going,
Wow.
but
I didn't catch that. That's all. That's awesome. You saw it like, wow. That's a great thing.
as soon as I
They
seen
just.
that dagger, I knew it was a
Hmm,
wrap. It was a wrap for him right now.
hmm.
And yeah, but I thought that him being fed to the dogs was a very good. Now that is actually, if people that is a theory
Mm-hmm.
that LaDonna Sargent came up with. I don't know,
Oh.
about 5 years ago. She didn't say it would be the dogs. She said that he would be fed by the wolves, that the wolves would
Hmm.
eat him, that he get eaten by the wolves, which is just about the same thing to me. If you're gonna, he
Yeah.
got eaten by a dog, got eaten by a wolf, but that's what she came. That was her theory that came up, and I give her that that
Mm-hmm.
she got that one dead on. So yeah, it was a very satisfying death. What was more satisfying to you, the death of him or Jon Snow putting the fist to his face?
Um, I did love the adrenaline when John was just going at it. I did like when he paused though, because it was not. I don't think it was his life to, his life. Ramsey's life wasn't his to take. So I did enjoy that. I'm glad he stopped. Um, and I did. I think I like both, but the raw energy that went into what John was doing was different than a very calm thing that Sansa did, not getting her hands dirty, just letting the dogs take care of it for her. So I liked both. It was different, that different things went into that, and I enjoyed both. Hard for me to say which one I like better. They were
Yeah,
just too different.
it's just something about someone beating
Mm-hmm.
someone up with their
Yeah.
bare hands. He just
Mm-hmm.
beats someone down because it gets to a point. Everyone here, I'm sure, has a job, right? We all have jobs, right? We all work for a living, right? I'm
Yeah.
assuming that, at least at one time. Hey, let me give a shout out to Nancy T for the super chat and my man Fernandez T again for the super chat too. Thank you to both of you. I really truly appreciate that dough. You know what I mean? Really do appreciate that and everything else. But in your job, everyone knows someone who just needs to get punched in the face, right? You just need it. Someone just needs to get punched
Yeah.
in the face. And there's nothing wrong with that, feeling that way. Because
Mm-hmm.
you're like, this guy just needs to be straightened out. And this one swift punch to the face would straighten them out. You know what I mean? And that is what I feel that was. You know what I mean? It was just a straight punch to the face and multiple punches to the face. Like Ramsey, he just didn't need to die. He really needed to get beat down before he died. He really needed just to get punched in the face. And that's why I really do like that death. You know what I mean? He had to catch it. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
that's what it was. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why I think that death was very good. Both for and the
Mm-hmm.
dog just eating him. The way the dog just bit him right in the
Yeah.
chin first. You know what I mean? And then just
Yeah.
tore him up. That was reminds me of Silence of the Lambs Part 2. That's what happened
Mm.
to that guy. He got eaten by the pigs. If anyone ever
Pig.
seen that, he got fed to his own pigs. He had the pigs he was going to feed Hannibal Lecter to. And he wound
Mm-hmm.
up getting dropped in there by
Yeah.
Hannibal Lecter and getting eaten by the pigs by his own creation. I
That's
think
just terrible. I mean, you're sitting there, you cannot do anything, and that dog, the shots that they had for that from the side, it was on. You saw the silhouette in a way because it was so dark over there, and you saw that dog just get there close, really close, and start sniffing him. And like, oh my gosh, feed your dogs, people, feed your dogs. You don't want to be eaten after something happens to you. Or before it does. So it was really brutal. I wish we could see more. I wish it wasn't so dark in there, but that's just me. But we got it. The sounds, then there was this screams, and then Sansa slowly walking away. Yeah, that was lovely to see.
Brittany brings up Liza Aaron out the moon door.
Hmm.
How was that for you, Liza Aaron, out the moon door?
It was funny. Not funny as though I was laughing, but the whole situation before whatever happened, the kiss, and then that they were seen, and then what Liza did, she faced Sansa, and then I was wondering what's gonna happen. So the whole build up, and then everything that happened after, how they got away from. Like actually get away with murder. I mean, he got away with murder. It was fun. It was very interesting to see that. Plus, I mean, come on, somebody had to fly. Somebody important had to fly, and who better than her? I liked it. It was
It's
nice.
so it seems that people get killed here in this show by their own devices. You know what I mean?
I
Things
like
that
that.
they're using to kill people. It seems like they keep constantly getting killed by themselves. It's coming back and
Mm-hmm.
backfiring on them. I would say the same thing when you look at Kyburn. You know, he created the mountain, and then the mountain killed him.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people died in this show by the things of their own creation. Let me say that the actress who played Liza Aaron did a live stream with the Don
Mm-hmm.
Tony Teflon after Kind of Thrones. You were on that live stream, am I right?
We did it. I think she wasn't it after as well. She joined. There was
Yeah, she
a
joined during like the
yeah,
Kind of Thrones
yeah.
stuff.
There
You
was.
were on that
Mhm.
live stream, right?
I think
And
so. Yeah.
yeah, I think you were on there. And so it was a really good live stream. You could take a look at it if you want to see her, the actress who plays that. She was really nice. She answered everybody's questions. She's a
Mm-hmm.
really beautiful woman. So you definitely check that out. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I thought that that's what it is. We got John Haymaker says Ned got killed by his own sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, yeah, that's what it seems like. You know, if
Yeah.
you really look at it, it seems that people got done in this show by the stuff
Yeah.
that they were using to ridicule and stuff they were using to
Yeah.
torment people. It happened to them
Mm-hmm.
in the same exact way.
Wow.
You know,
Even like with the Sand Snakes, right? They got killed with their own weapons, and the Marin Trent got murdered by Arya, who was the little girl. Wow. And the children, like for Pycelle, I don't know what Pycelle, but he got killed
he got killed by the
by
by the
the
kill.
yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. You know the pie cells thing. I mean, it's different in the books. That's not how
Yeah.
pie cells
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
That is who gets killed in the books by the wait a second. Who gets killed in the books by the little birds? It's not
Hmm.
pie cells. It's not Varys. It's not Keev. It's not Keev. Is it Kevin? Is it
I'm
Kevin?
not sure.
Does Kevin die? I think Kevin dies by a little bird.
Isn't he the after talking to Cersei, he goes down there, like down to the dungeons or somewhere, and then there's Varys?
Yeah. I
Varys?
think yeah, he's there, and then I think it's Kevin
Mm,
that I think that gets killed by the little
mm-hmm.
birds, and they had him go out in the.
Mm.
How did he die in the show? He died in the show in the with everyone else in the Sept, right? Was he in the Sept?
I remember his face. I think so. He was
I think he was
there.
in the
He
Sept.
was there. He was in the sept with everybody else. Yeah, they were there on the steps. I think. I'm pretty sure because I don't think he got his separate death.
Yeah, no, he
There was no
died.
separate death.
He
But there was
died
a
in the Sept.
bit. Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
we're talking about the Sept real quick. The Sept death real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I think that when you look at the Sept, it was shocking, but it wasn't that shocking. Like I seen
Yeah.
that coming a mile away. I thought the special
Yeah.
effects of it was beautiful. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that some of those people deserve to die. Like, you know, I could see you getting rid of Mace and
Mm-hmm.
getting rid of them, but other people need to die differently. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Than the way they did. So I wasn't really impressed by it. It was
Yeah.
all right, but I wasn't too impressed by it. How did you feel about this chapter?
I was waiting for a big boom. I wanted a big boom to happen. It was the whole, the work, the prep, what's his face? I forgot. He was crawling towards that candle to blow it out after, I guess, his spine was cut, because we don't see, there's like a camera cut where the little boy does something with his back,
I
and
think
then we see
is it his spine or is his foot, like his Achilles? Not his Achilles,
Mm,
but like behind his back of his
I
foot gets
I
cut.
thought I watched that scene a
Like,
couple times, and I thought that little boy was concentrating too much on his lower back, and the camera wasn't there. And then he's saying like, "Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?" And then the boy like looks at him, and walks off. So I was thinking that he must have done something to his spinal cord, and that would be kind of what Qyburn would show him how to do, because he worked with the body, so he would tell him where you need to, cut to make sure he has no use of his legs, and to how to check for. That's why I was thinking maybe at first he might have just, did the dagger, and then he must have finished off whatever needed to be finished off for him to not be able to get up and do that. But with that was an awesome lot of green. Green is not my favorite color, but I was waiting for the big boom. It did happen, but I was very disappointed with Marjorie dying, because probably like everybody else, I was waiting for something to happen, and there was no payoff. But again, for me, it was okay. Life oftentimes doesn't have a payoff with things you plan, so it was just a reality check for a lot of people. Just because you make plans, it doesn't mean that it's gonna come to fruition at all. Marjorie, apparently she had plans, we had plans, I had plans. I wanted to see some action from this girl, like messing some people up, and she just up, not even smoke, just got evaporated. I did like it. Big boom. Lots of crumbling stuff, a lot of death, but I would have wished for that character not to be cut, more action from her, or maybe not to be teased like that. But heck, it was what it was. What about you? What did you think about the big boom and all the stuff?
I thought it was a good effect and everything else, but I just think that Marjorie deserved to go out differently.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it when Cersei was taking people out like one-on-one. You know what I mean? I didn't like when she just got in there and got everybody else up in there and got that done. So I did not appreciate that at all, the way they did that. We got was that Granger of House Griffin? I can't remember. What's the first name?
Hermione.
Hermione
Granger of House Gryffindor.
That is a new person. I've never seen that.
So, yeah.
What up to you, rocking with us? You know what I mean? Make sure you hit that subscribe button and come and chill with Lady.
Yeah, definitely hit them thumbs up.
Thumbs up and everything else. I don't think I've seen Hermione before. That name sounds familiar. Is that like a Hermione in like Harry Potter or something?
Yeah, Hermione Granger.
All right. Yeah, I heard that. All right. I knew I heard that name from somewhere and stuff like that. Had to be there. But thanks, everyone. Welcome Hermione up in the piece, rocking with the Don Tony Teflon, the Lady Alomar. All right. So I think we've gone through a lot of satisfying deaths, right? What is the worst death? The death that should not have happened in your eyes that you did not like? I got two.
People are gonna throw stuff at me when I say it, but I'm gonna say the first one. I don't have a list here. Go ahead.
Real quick, we got a super chat from Vince Harper. Thank you so much. 20 beans.
Ooh, nice.
I'm getting paid tonight, baby. That is my. That's my, LMR. I'm running for president. You know that, right? I already told you this. And
sure.
and my slogan for running for president is that vote for me because we all get paid. Because my campaign strategy is that I'm going to get rid of all overtime all taxes on overtime dollars.
Oh, that would be nice. What, right?
How great would that be, right? Would that be for now? Listen, if you work overtime, you get to keep it all. No taxes on any overtime hours you work, right? That would do everything for the economy. That would help out every working person that makes a wage like that. Who would not like that to happen? Vote for the Don Tony Teflon, and we all get paid.
We'll be happy, right?
Yeah, you'll get paid.
You're gonna have a lot of happy workers willing to do the overtime.
Yes, right. You want to do it then, right? What's the worst part of doing overtime is when you look at your check and see the gross to the net. That hurts your feelings.
Yes,
that really hurts.
The higher bracket, you get more cut. You work more, you get less.
That's right. So vote for the Don. There we go, and that's just all right. So. Let's go, Alomar. The word that happened the way you didn't like.
My list there. Okay, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 people that I did not enjoy dying, their deaths. But on top of the list, for some reason, whatever reason, it's the Night King. But there are other ones. I recognize the other ones.
The Night King died. Now, why didn't you like the Night King dying by Arthur?
Come on, the dude didn't even pull out his sword. I wanted to see the guard's sword. Who doesn't show some action? There was this. I know you made videos on it too. I haven't been watching videos lately, but I know you mentioned it too, and I agree. The dude, like, you're gonna say it better than I did, but from who? Sometimes you don't go there to see somebody pull out the sword, but for this guy, I mean, there was a build up. There was a build up. Maybe Jon Snow and him, or somebody else and him, a bunch of people and him. I mean, Arya, that's great. Awesome. I cheered because I was in the moment. But after the moment passed, I'm like, wait a minute, is it over? I'm sorry, that was quick. I don't know. I'm not happy. I mean, I was happy, but not after I thought about it. Like, it's yeah.
I
That was like
agree.
for me.
I agree. That was terrible. I can tell you how to make that work real quick. It's all they had to do. This is how you make it work real quick, and it's real simple. This is how you do it. You had the Night King fight Jon Snow when they met right there. You pull off the sword, and then you have him kick Jon's ass. And then right before he's about to kill Jon, then you do the Arya thing. If you do
That'll
that,
work.
then Arya saves Jon. She saves everything. Then you have the ending of the Night King that deserves to be ended. That's how you make Arya kill the Night King and make it worthwhile. But you can't have him. See, the sword is 10 feet. It's on his back the whole time. They even showed it in Entertainment Weekly with him holding the damn sword on the cover.
I didn't see that. I did not see that. I would have been even more disappointed if I saw that.
On the cover. And he didn't even unsheath it. He didn't even pull it out off his back. That was one of the, but you're correct. That was a terrible death. A terrible death that should not have happened at all. Now I'm going to go to this one right here, and your people could probably see this one coming a mile away. But this is the worst death. There's a couple. I got 3 of them, but this is probably all right. I'm going to save this one for later because y'all already know it.
All right, okay.
So I'm going to go to my number 2 worst death that should have never happened, and that was Sir Barristan's self.
On my list too.
Listen, why would Sir Barristan get taken out? This is the greatest fighter ever made in Westeros. The greatest fighter that we have ever seen. Sir Barristan Stellan. I don't care, he's an old man. You know what he is. And you had him get taken out by the goddamn harpies. Not the best harpy. Not the harpy champion. A regular harpy. A harpy. That's like Luke Skywalker getting killed by a stormtrooper. It's not supposed to happen. This is Sir Barristan.
It's so true.
He's not supposed to go out like that. There's no way. Sir Barristan.
In the alley.
Well, y'all like carving a cake. Take that sword, boy. Burn it down with the yellow. It's Sir Barristan. And you're gonna have him go out by a harpy. A harpy, and Grey Worm survives.
Yeah.
But Sir Barristan dies. This disgusting. There's no way.
Yeah.
Sir Barristan, and this is the guy, if people don't know the backstory of goddamn Sir Barristan, this is a guy who went and rescued the king single-handedly. He took that king, he stuck him on his horse, and he fought his way through the whole kingdom to escape that town. And he couldn't get taken out. And you're gonna have this man get killed by a harpy?
In the alley. There's not even scenery in the background. It was just an alley. Not even a great shot.
No.
A wall. Another wall. Bunch of bodies. Like this much space. No.
I mean, if you had him go up against a champion or something else, you know what I mean? Like if he went out versus the mountain and he died versus the mountain, even though he kicked the mountain's ass, I'd accept it. That's somebody. But a harpy?
Yeah.
A harpy? They didn't kill nobody else, but they killed Sir Barristan.
It's like dying from I don't know whatever disease they had over there. Like, oh, sorry, he didn't show up. He died in his sleep of a heart attack or something. Like, dude, you don't do that to somebody. You give the person who this character should deserve a person with a face. not a person with a mask, whoever that was under that mask. He deserved an opponent. Again, deaths like that are a reminder that, life, blah blah, not fair. People may be great, but they may be killed by something, that's completely, and they don't suspect it. I get it. That's fine. This is not a life story. This is Game of Thrones, and I want a death, proper death with a face, good background, great, choreographed scenes and all that. Nothing like that. It was an alley, bunch of bodies, bunch of masks. Yeah, and he's on my list as well for the very, very disappointing deaths. And I noticed some people here were saying deaths like, there was a Shireen, and I think there was, I forgot what other name was here. Those deaths to me deserve, it's a different thing. It's the saddest death.
So we're talking about right now
Yeah.
deaths that should not have happened because they were whack.
Because they were,
they were
not
just
sad,
whack.
but just like,
They were just whack. There's no way. There's no way that would happen in the books. There's just no way this would go out like that. You know what I mean? It's just whack. There's no way Sir Barristan goes out by being killed by a goddamn harpy. All right,
exactly.
Who is yours next?
I'm gonna just kind of do my quick list, and we can pick up on anything here. I know that I was disappointed with Ariel Hota. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name.
Yep.
Danny, Mel, Littlefinger, High Sparrow. Obviously, Barristan was on my list too. So those are the ones that they don't deserve. The way they went out, I was not happy with that.
Yeah. Let's go to Ariel Hota.
And the letter opener.
Yes. Let's go Hota. Ariel Hota, right? He's a big ass black man, right? In the show, this is not like a little. How the hell is Grey Worm with his little ass arms surviving, and big ass Ariel Hota gets stabbed in the back with a butter knife
and drops.
And the face he gave looked like he was constipated, like he was like that's the face he gave before he dropped. He's like, oh, what are you doing?
What's wrong with
it? It was just terrible. There's no way. This is a guy who, in the books, if people are familiar with the books, he said that him and I think he said in the show about him and Jaime Lannister. Like it would have been a good fight if you had maybe a close fight if you had both hands. That's how good this guy was. But yet you let this guy get stabbed in his back with a nail file and die from a nail file to the back.
There are some people who are claiming they must have hit a nerve or maybe an artery somewhere over there, or something that was slashed in the right point. I get it, maybe in the real life, maybe, but this was Ariel Hota, or however he's pronounced, that we're talking about.
Hota.
Yes, I love the way you say it. There's a lot of men over there, like his back, like the entirety. It was like it's huge, and just she got the right point. She got the a centimeter, the perfect centimeter to hit him, and he just drops dead. I'm sorry. It was like, oh, and then like a theatrical death, and then he, collapses. No, I'm sorry. No.
Yeah.
Disappointing. Very
disappointing. I had to agree with that. That was disappointing. Now I'm going to go to my second most disappointing death in the show. It's not my number one, but it's my second most disappointing. And that is the death of Daenerys Targaryen, Stormborn, first of a full name and everything else. Listen. This was the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. If people are fan of Don Tony Teflon's channel, then you know that when I first started, probably 5-6 years ago, I made a video called "The Death of Daenerys Stormborn Targaryen," and I told you that Jon Snow was going to be the one to kill her. I told you that was going to happen. I even gave you evidence from the books that made me think of that was going to happen. It's probably one of my first theories I ever came up with. And I remember when I made that theory, Bar from BarTube hit me up, and it's the first time I ever spoke to her, and she was like, "Listen, I think you're spot on with this. I think this is really going to happen." So him killing her, it's not what I'm talking about. It's the manner of how he killed her, the manner of this. And let me explain to you exactly why. Listen, number one, You have Tyrion, a death row inmate, right? You have someone on death row, Tyrion, who is going to convince Jon Snow to kill her. It's not like Jon came to it on his own and said, I have to kill her. I have to do this. No, Tyrion, to save his own little dwarf ass, right? To save his own ass, came up with this strategy. You have to take her out. She's uncontrollable. What is she going to do? She's going to burn the whole world. You have to do it, Jon. Jon, you're the only one who can do it. And it was done in such a pushy way. You know what I mean? It's like, and you're going to kiss her and stab her. You know,
Yeah.
like so whack. It was so disgusting. She did, after all that woman has been through, all that woman's been through, she saved your ass from the White Walkers.
Yeah.
You would all be dead if it wasn't for her. She lost her dragons. And now all of a sudden you're saying she's going crazy. What did she do that was crazy? It just looked like she didn't comb her hair in a couple of days. And now all of a sudden they're saying she's crazy because she burnt some people in the King's Land. Yes, it was wrong for her to do that. But I don't think that's Mad King level wrong. You need to take her out like that. Just because she did that, she had a bad day, right? When you have a bad day, dragon, people die. Right? But how come John never broached the subject of, hey, marry me, let's get married. She married him. Jon could talk her, hey, I want to do. Oh, come on, girl, we're gonna take this out. You don't need to do that. And she had been out. She said, and listen. This was Bran Stark's plan from the beginning. He set this whole shit up for her to get taken out by Jon. He ruined their life so he could take the fucking Iron Throne in the end. And that's the bottom line. That's what I feel about Daenerys. How do you feel? Do you think that was a terrible death or what?
You know, that kind of is a scary thing. You go in, you lean in for a kiss, and you don't know if you're going to be taken out. It's, you know, the danger of it. I mean, hey, you know, everybody gets excited by different things. You don't want to lean in for a kiss and, you know, not know if you're going to survive the kiss right after. Plus, yeah, she was having those bad days. Yeah, she wasn't right to do what she did, and I like what Alicia Kingston says about F them people of King's Landing, though. Yeah, how she was zigzagging through that. But I wonder. There was this tragedy. I think that in his eyes, he was hearing those little whispers from Tyrion, right? And warning him, see how bad it is. It can get even worse. She has this dragon. She can do all this. She has these. What do you think is going to happen? So Jon, yeah, he listened. And I'm wondering why he didn't, I guess, do it before, why he had to wait through all that to actually kill her. And if he actually was planning on killing her, would that be, I wonder, like, okay, so you said first of all that it was wrong for him to kill her, but how, if he had to kill her, if let's say this is a given, he has to kill her, how do you see him killing her differently? That would not, obviously not kissing her. How do you see that?
Even if it's like, so I would think in the way I had strategized it, it was like this, that he would have a fight with the Night King, and when he fought the Night King, his sword would shatter on the Night King's sword, his Valyrian steel sword.
Yeah.
And then Sam will go into those books that he stole with Gilly, that books that never came back up again, but those books he stole, and say, hey, this is the legend of Azor Ahai to forge Lightbringer. And Lightbringer is the sword that you have to beat the Night King. Therefore, he has to sacrifice Daenerys and do it, and stab her and kill her so he could make Lightbringer to fight the Night King to stop the long night. That's the way I think it makes sense for him to do that. You know what I mean? And for it to go down. That's the way I thought it would happen. I still think it's a good possibility that will happen that way in the books, because it makes more sense, and these people just don't make sense in this show. Whoever wrote this show, they just don't know what they're doing. But that's the way I believe it's definitely going to happen in the books. That gives him a reason, because he's talking about he's a hero of the show, and now he's making the ultimate sacrifice of sacrificing the woman he loves to save the whole planet. You know, so
Mm-hmm.
that's the way I look at it. That's how I think it makes sense for him to do it. But just to do it because Tyrion told you to do it,
Mm-hmm.
it's
Yeah.
just stupid. It's just a
Yeah.
stupid. It's just a stupid reason for him to do it.
And just kind of for everything to play out okay at the end. I mean, John always does, he always had this face of, oh, I'm doing it for the people. He killed her apparently for the people, to save more people, whoever's left out there somewhere. um but like you say, I wonder, like, if it actually played out, or hopefully, I obviously I prefer the ending that you gave. I prefer that to the one that happened, that he actually would kill somebody he loves, and it would be a sacrifice. It wouldn't be saving people from her, but it would be saving people through her. That's better. That's more tragic, I think, and more like a tragic love story. um do you think that he, um in that scene right there where he killed her on screen, was he in love with her, or he just wanted to, like, he was pretending? Was it a pretend
No,
kiss?
he wasn't in love with her. You know
It
what I
was a
mean?
pretend one.
No, he wasn't in love with her. Because if he was in love with her, he would have been with her. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? All of a sudden, this guy's got all this you know, he said, "Oh my God, you're my aunt. I can't do this." You know, I can understand if it was your aunt you grew up
Mm-hmm.
with
Yeah.
and you knew she was your aunt your
Mm-hmm.
whole life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like my mom has got 6 sisters, right? Now, my aunt Thomasina, my aunt Joe, my aunt Dot, you know,
Mm-hmm.
all my aunts, my Marcy, you know, I can't connect with my aunties. They're my titties. I could never even think about that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? But if it's some chick who's your age that you have never got, you grown up with and you never knew was your
Yeah.
aunt, why all of a sudden you got these morals? You
Yeah.
didn't even know your mother, let alone
Mm-hmm.
know this woman. You know what I mean? You didn't know your father. You never grew up around him. You had no idea that was your father. Now all of a sudden, I can't be with you. You're my family. Come on, man. It just don't make sense to me why it would go. He would all of a sudden get these morals in him. So
Mm-hmm.
I just don't believe that it's just not. I don't believe it would go down
Yeah.
like that. It's just stupid to me. And that's the reason why he didn't want to be with her. You know what I mean? Because he found that out. And listen, that's this dropping dime ass Sansa, but dropping dime ass Bran, who knew what was gonna happen. He's the one who
Mm-hmm.
dropped the dime in Sansa's ear because Sansa got a big mouth. Sansa had it's obvious Sansa spreading that story. There's no way around that shit. You know what I mean? So that's why they dropped the dime on him, dropping dime ass Brand. I told people about that dude. That's he's just a peeping Tom, time
This
dropping
is just
tree hugger.
disturbing the thoughts. So many memes went out after he said that, but they were so right.
He is. He did it on purpose so he could take the throne himself.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about it. Because he's
Yeah.
not alive anymore. Bran Stark is really the
Mm-hmm.
children of the forest. But I got videos about that if y'all want to
Yeah.
know about that. We'll
Yeah.
talk about that stuff later. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I think that the death of Daenerys was just a terrible death. You have another one you want to say?
Let's see. So who else did I really not like? Well, we talk about him. Marjorie, or we talked about Theon. Yeah, Theon is one thing.
You
I
didn't like Theon's death?
um, it was kind of I didn't like the way they did it. He was
Mm-hmm.
running. Why would he do what he did? Like, there's a different way. We don't throw it. Just wait. And why do you charge? Like, there were so many things wrong with it. It was I didn't like the way he died. No, I did not. It was like he was running into death,
Mm-hmm.
literally. But the one that I really did not like was Littlefinger, and how he died. Not even how he died. I like the whole, and he was dead. But it's not like Littlefinger. I don't see him pleading. I don't see him begging like that. I just didn't see that. So that's one of the ones I actually didn't like. Um,
I agree.
yeah.
I thought Littlefinger's death was anticlimactic. I
Mm-hmm.
just didn't. It just didn't really be good at all. I thought it was terrible the way it was done. It shouldn't have been done that way. I had a better death for him. They should have did it the way I had it. It would have been better. But it was just terrible. I thought it was just I mean, if you would have had Arya use her faceless men ability to catch him in
Mm-hmm.
a lie, you know what I mean? Like he said something to Sansa, like, "Oh, you gotta take out your sister," and then all of a sudden he goes into the throne room and Sansa's already walking next to him, and then all of a sudden she's sitting on the throne,
Mm-hmm.
and then she pulled up the mask and it was Arya you were really talking to, and you got caught like that. You know what I mean? Then
Mm-hmm.
I could see him going out something like that. But just him being just cut, and that's another
Yeah.
person who had the cat's paw dagger, gave it
Yeah.
up and got killed by the cat's paw dagger, right? That was his
Yeah.
weapon. So it's
Yeah.
another person who
Yes.
died by the hand of his own
I
weapon.
I don't think I've ever heard anybody mention that, Tony. That's awesome. I never made a connection. You hear
Um,
it here first. I have never heard it anywhere. I heard it here first.
I
Yeah.
am the Don.
Yes, you are the Don. Yes, you are the Don. Even all those months after, this is the first time I'm hearing it. This is awesome. I love it. I learn new stuff.
Oh, thank you
There,
very much.
yeah, there's
Thank
one
you
more
very
that I
much.
didn't like, but maybe you're gonna address it. Cersei and Jaime, but killed by the brick. I'm sorry.
Oh, the brick. The thing about Jamie and Cersei's death was that there was so much empty open space to the right. Why didn't they just move over to the right? Why did they just stand there and let the goddamn bricks hit him in the head? Tyrion comes down, there's a whole empty section to the right. Why didn't you just step over? I mean, listen, let me explain something to you people. Can I explain something to you people real quick? Can I explain something to you real quick? I gotta just say something to you. Listen, you don't watch cartoons, right? Everybody in here don't watch cartoons. I've watched cartoons my whole life. Love them. I love cartoons. I love them. I love them. I love them all. I love all the cartoons, right? I love them 100%. All right. But god damn it, every cartoon character knows when someone's dropping a piano from the top of someone, you just step over. Unless you're Wile E. Coyote. If you see an anvil being dropped off the top of a mountain, you see him step to the side and let it hit the floor. How can the cartoon characters know how to get out the way? But goddamn, Jamie just convinces Cersei, look in my eyes. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look, we're all that matters. We're the only thing that matters. Not these bricks falling from the ceiling. Don't worry about the bricks. The only thing that matters is us right here. See, and I'm going to tell you exactly why Jaime Lannister did that, right? Let me tell you why. Because he was dying already. He had already got stabbed up by Euron. His life was over. So he was like, I'm going out no matter what. I'm bleeding out. There's nothing I can do. She ain't fucking nobody else. She's coming with me. And I'm going to convince her to stand right here with me and take this brick to the head. That's what really happened. And that's why she died. Because he was greedy ass Jaime Lannister, didn't want to die without her. And he didn't want no one else being with her. So he forced her to die. That is the goddamn truth. That's what it is. Because every cartoon character you ever seen, when you see a piano dropping, you hear it.
You move.
They always move. And they just take one big step to the side and it's right there. But no, here's Jaime Lannister convincing Cersei, don't move. Only that matters
is
here.
Just right here.
Stay right here. Don't worry about that anvil. Wait, what's that? What's that sound? Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that sound.
Oh my gosh.
I know you need to do is just stay right here and listen to me. Look at my eyes. Look at my eyes. Boom. Now you're both dead.
Oh my gosh.
I have to say that it was terrible.
Yeah.
That was a terrible one. I think Nancy T is out of here. Nancy T, thank you for stopping by. Thank you again for super
night,
chat.
Nancy
Love you.
T.
Late night, I know. So thank you and good night to you, Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Don Tony Teflon's got nothing but love for you, and the Lady Alomar. And that's where
Nancy's amazing. I miss people. I miss Nancy. I miss the conversations and hugs. So yeah.
No doubt about it. All right, here is my.
Let's get ready.
Wait, before I do,
yes,
I do have a question for the people in the chat, and I have a question for you too. So
sure,
I want y'all in the chat to answer this question. And then Alomar, you're gonna answer this question too.
Mhm.
Or I want your honest answer, right?
Oh my
All right,
god.
here we go.
I'm afraid, but go ahead.
In a one-on-one fight,
Uh-huh.
all right? And I'm even gonna give him the Valyrian steel sword long claw.
Okay.
Jon Snow versus Khal Drogo for Dany. Who wins that fight? Who wins that fight? Is it Khal
Uh,
Drogo versus Jon Snow? Jon Snow could have the Valyrian steel sword long claw. Khal Drogo just has what he normally has. Who
mhm.
wins that fight? For Dany. If Dany's right there, Dany's ass is on the
Oh, for
line.
Danny, Khal
For
Drogo.
Dany.
I'm
For Dany.
sorry, Khal Drogo. I
For
mean,
Dany.
first of all, I when I see those, I don't know how they're in real life, but when I'm thinking Khal Drogo, I'm thinking a big man, tall, broad shoulders, and all that. So I'm thinking Khal Drogo, but I think he actually loved her. Like he loved her. I'm not convinced that John loved her to the point of. I'm not saying he didn't. He was in love with her. Maybe not. But Drogo was in love with her. I mean, he was willing to give her the world. Was John willing to give her the world? No, I don't think so. She actually got the world, and he was trying to trying to take it away from her. So I'm thinking love and not passion would win. I'm thinking Khal Drogo. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to 100% agree that Khal Drogo would have whooped his ass.
Mm-hmm.
I think Khal Drogo could have beat him with his bare hands. I think if Khal Drogo didn't have a weapon,
Mm-hmm.
that he would not have had a chance. Jon Snow would have had no chance against him. I think he could just go up to him just like he did that one dude and just
Mm-hmm.
duck and dodge and weave and then grab little ass John by his neck and pull his
Yeah.
tongue right out of his throat.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
hey,
Mm-hmm.
listen, especially listen, you see him when that guy, right? When that guy, that dude tried to kill Dany and poison her.
Yeah.
He gave that damn speech that he's coming to take the
Mm-hmm.
Iron Throne.
Oh yeah.
Oh, listen, there's no one that can stop him. For that
No.
anger that he had right there in that love when he thought Dany's
Mm-hmm.
life was on the line and
Yeah.
he was afraid that she almost died.
Mm-hmm.
You see that dude? Listen. No. That's when you are fighting for something that you love, like he loved her.
Mm-hmm.
He would have ripped John in half.
Yeah.
He ripped John's arms right off his body.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone could have really beat Drogo straight up. And maybe
Mm-hmm.
a prime Sir Barristan Selmy, but that would be it. Khal Drogo was the undefeated Gaul from
Mm-hmm.
I'd say the
Oh
Gaul
yeah.
from Spartacus. He's an undefeated Gaul.
Yeah.
He couldn't lose. Khal Drogo
Yeah.
was just a maniac. He's just too big. I all day would say Khal Drogo.
Oh, of course.
I don't
That would
think,
be a great battle, not battle.
yeah, I don't even
Yeah.
if for Danny, I don't even
Yeah.
see the battle because I just see
Yeah, just like yeah.
I just see him just going there and ripping John to shreds. As I said, John always had help. Everyone John beat, he had help beating. I've never seen him beat anyone just straight sword play and was able
Mm-hmm.
to beat them. There's always some type of factor that allowed him to win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just the way I see it right there.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's go to the
Yes.
number one. The number one to me, worst death in the show of all time. Now, yeah, people are fan of Don Tony Teflon's channel. You should know exactly what's about to come out of my mouth. But this death was one of the most disgusting deaths I've ever seen in my life. There's no way that this death will happen in the books like this. It is impossible for this to happen. And that is the death of the one true king of Westeros, Stannis Baratheon. There's no way that
Tony, you
Stannis
need full screen. Full screen. We need to see you full screen for that one. For that one.
full screen. Everyone loves to see you. Everyone just, but I don't tell you, Alomar, there is no way that Stannis Baratheon dies that way that they had him die. There's no way he would march into goddamn battle with nothing and burn his daughter because 3 inches of snow fell. And then all of a sudden, this dude has got to kill his daughter because his feet got wet. This is the man who ate rats. This is the man who sat there and almost starved to death. And now all of a sudden he's going to burn his daughter because 3 inches of snow fell. And then he's going to, like an idiot, he's going to walk into battle with no men and allow Ramsay Bolton's stupid army to cut him down the way he was cut down.
Mhm.
And then just to sit there and allow Brienne of Tarth, of all people, Brienne of motherfucking Tarth, to sit there and chop him down because he killed Renly, because she felt he killed Renly. It's not, would never happen. This is the worst death ever in the history of deaths in the show. And I'm going to tell you this just as what it is. This is what's going to be in the book. And there's no doubt about it. Stannis Baratheon will win the Battle of the Bastards. Well, it won't be no Battle of the Bastards. It'll be the Battle for Winterfell. Stannis Baratheon will win that in the books. They just gave that to Jon Snow because they wanted Kit Harington to be the goddamn hero and do something. So they said, oh, we're going to give you all of Stannis' victories. That is all Stannis in the book all day. There's no way whatsoever that it would go down like that whatsoever. What the fuck soever. Stannis Baratheon to me was the worst death. And I mean, Sir Barristan's close.
Mhm.
It really is. But Stannis goddamn Baratheon, how do you do that to the one true king of Westeros? Alomar, how do you feel about it?
I mean, his death was off screen, people. Why? Why? Okay, first of all, Barristan, right? He got killed by somebody with a mask. So I don't even know who killed him. Anybody with a mask. That's a bad thing. But when you do death off screen and of somebody like your true king, why? I mean, why?
He is the true king of Westeros.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Am I? He's everyone who reads his book. Listen,
He is. I mean, he is, right?
King.
Rightful.
Robert was the king. He's Robert's heir.
Yes.
That's the king of Westeros.
Yeah.
Ned Stark said it.
Yeah.
Honorable Ned. Yeah, you gotta go by it. Honorable Ned said he's the one you have to go to.
Yeah.
Stannis is king. If Ned Stark said it, I don't want to hear anyone say anything else. When he talked about who had the claim to the throne, it was Stannis, the Manus Baratheon.
And AK says that too. People saying that, Alicia Kingston, Stannis has the claim. Ned was right there.
There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Oh, Derek Brock says the Blackfish death. We could talk about the Blackfish death because
off-screen deaths. I mean, why?
Death that was just.
Why do you think they did that? Why do you think they do that? Why off-screen to do what? Because the stuff that we don't see is more scary. No. No.
Lazy,
exactly.
it's lazy. That's what it is. They're just lazy. They were lazy, and they really didn't have a good way to have him go out. So they just did it off screen. And you know, Blackfish in the books, if people haven't read the books, I'll let you know, he doesn't die like that. He jumps in the river and he escapes in the river and he's gone. No one knows where the Blackfish is. He doesn't die like that. When the river run gets taken over and Jaime Lannister's out there, he dives in the river and squirts away and no one finds him. He's gone. So that's not the way it goes down. They just didn't want to bring this actor back.
Okay.
So like we got to get rid of him, so we're just gonna have him die off, and that's the way they did that.
But maybe that's why a lot of people were saying, no, he's not dead. In the books, he doesn't die or something like that, because they were like, no, yeah. So it's like a
Barristan's not dead in the books, and neither is Stannis Baratheon.
Yeah,
3 people that die in the books that they killed in the show.
If they're gonna die, I'm hoping for actual proper death on screen, on pages. Not like, oh, he's dead. But how did he die? Are they gonna skip the? It's not like in the book he's gonna skip the battle or the fight. It won't be like, oh yeah, him. Oh no, he's dead. No, it has to be shown. It has to be written. So if they're gonna kill them off, I know it's gonna be better because it's gonna be actually spelled out, not off screen, off pages. Hopefully not.
Yeah, I don't think Stannis dies. If Stannis truly dies in the books, I think he could die at the White Walkers attack during that attack.
Mm-hmm.
He could die that way, or he could die on his march going down. But the most likely would be at the attack of the White Walkers. He would die then, and that would prove that he's not Azor Ahai. He'll die when they attack Winterfell.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him dying during then, but he's not to lose to Ramsay's army, and
Mm.
that would never happen. No, he's
How do you see him if he has to die? Like you said, he may die this way, but who do you think will be? Because again, just because there's a battle or he's gonna die during something, again, I don't want him to be just like, oh, somebody without a name killing him. Do you see him facing somebody if he were to die?
It would be maybe a White Walker or the Night
Okay.
King. It will be one of them to take him out. It won't be anything less than that. It ain't gonna be a
Okay.
polar bear. Polar bear. It's not gonna be anything ice spider or anything like that. It'll be either Night King or a White Walker itself. That
Yeah.
would be.
No, good. No, I like that. I like your reasoning. And no, I bet people. I wonder how many of you all in there in the chat knew what Tony's gonna say.
I bet a lot of people did. Now, real quick, people are talking about Jon Snow's claim
Mm-hmm.
to the throne. There is no claim for any Targaryen
Mm-hmm.
to the Iron Throne. The Iron Throne was
Mm-hmm.
taken by force by the Baratheons. Therefore, the lineage
Okay.
goes by the Baratheons.
Yep.
And that's it. If they want the throne back, they got to take it back by force. And that's it. So,
Which what Danny did, but there was no claim.
there's no claim. The claim is the Baratheons, and
Mm-hmm.
that's the bottom line. When you find the lineage for King Robert, the next person in line is Stannis Baratheon. Period. Point blank.
Mm-hmm.
End of story. That's the guy who had the claim to
Mm.
the throne, and that's it.
I like the Latoya Fletcher saying, I think the others or the Night King will kill Stannis. Great call, Tony. Yeah, I mean, if he has to die, I would really like, and I know it's like not everybody dies by somebody famous, but again, this is Game of Thrones, and the book. I would like for him, if he has to die by somebody
Yeah,
who like
Jabba
is
the
true.
Hutt. I mean, Jabba the Hutt is in the.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Who's Jabba Who's Jabba
Um
the Hutt? I never seen
um,
Jabba the Hutt.
I
You
don't
seen
think
Jabba the Hutt?
no, I have not.
New person, we got Jabba the Hutt in the building. Make sure you subscribe, Jabba. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Without a doubt, for repping
yeah.
what's going on there. Definitely appreciate y'all. I see Mob Deep up in here too. Mob Deep, you know what I mean? I'm from Queens, New York. Is a legendary rap group from Queensbridge, New York, and stuff. You know what I mean? That is what it is. So that's where it goes. So what up, Mob Deep? What up, Jabba the Hutt? You know what I mean? What up to everybody else who's new up in here? You got a
Mm-hmm.
bunch of new names we haven't seen.
Yeah, new names popping up.
We love to see the new names. We love to see the new subscribers. We always
Mm-hmm.
rocking the way we
Yep,
right here. We always get
yep.
and
And more stuff coming. So
it is so. And also, listen, you can listen to the Lady in the Dime podcast, where we do a podcast every week for like an hour or two. I don't know how long it is.
we do have a stream that's longer, but after you do all the edits, I think it's about hour and a half,
Yeah,
an hour, maybe hour.
Yep, and
Yeah.
that can be found on Podbean
Mm-hmm.
at the moment and stuff. And you can go into the description and just search the Lady in the Dime podcast on Podbean. It'll pop right up. And we do a lot of entertainment topics,
Yes.
entertainment news and stuff like that, and all gossip, whether it's rap
Mm-hmm.
music or anything else going out there that's gossip. We talk about that and everything else.
Yeah.
So
And I see Jabba the Hutt might have changed their name, was subscribed to you since 2014. A lot of name changes happen. A lot of my friends, I sometimes like who is this? And they're saying hi to me like, I don't remember you. And it turns out that there is a name change. So it's always a good refresher. And apologies for whoever, I apologize myself if I didn't say hi to somebody. If there was a name change, I did not know that. So
all right,
yeah. Awesome.
Saying they rep Queens too. They're from Queens, so that's what it is.
Nice.
My Queens family's in the building rocking with me. Always appreciate that. You know what I mean? This is blood gushing, flushing. Don Tony Teflon be repping. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So all that love for Queens, and then
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean. That's where it goes. So that is, I guess that's what we have, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of other ones. I mean, we could do a whole stream. We planned on doing a whole stream. Just talking about that, but we had this news about this
Yeah.
fire House Targaryen fire
Mm-hmm.
and blood stuff, so we had to jump right
Yep.
on top of that and change the stream up for
Yep.
everything else like that. Well, again, Elamar, let me tell you, the costume was just phenomenal.
No, thank you.
Really love the costume and
Thank
everything
you.
and all that. Everything else is very nice. Everyone loves it. I think it looks
Thank
beautiful.
you. I
You
had fun making this, so
made the whole thing yourself.
well, like I said, this is in my closet. This is bought. I don't have it. Well, now I have it in my closet. Now I have it. These, yeah, bought and other stuff and makeup was fun. It was fun doing this. And for those who joined in, you want to show them your mask, but not keep it because they love seeing your face. You want to show the newcomers your mask.
Oh, all right. We're gonna put the mask.
But because they want to see your face, but it's awesome to show your mask too.
All right, let's go back to the mask.
All right.
I gotta turn the camera.
Okay.
All right, we'll go back and put it out on the full screen. And I'll go back to the mask. Let me get my drink in quick.
Oh, and thank you, Icy Spots. Yeah, I like I said, Halloween is great. It's a lot of fun. It's just that I am currently. That's why I was kind of going off the screen because I still have those sniffles. I'm fighting them, finding them really hard. But I couldn't miss this. This was a lot of fun. I was looking forward to it. And it's a great way to start a weekend too, to do this and to chill with you all here. A lot of good friends here. I'm enjoying all of this. I'm enjoying. I didn't like I said. I cannot type because in these I just can't type well. I'm just saying hi in general. What is AK? No, Alomar, don't fake it. That's actually made up. She's that's actually made up. She's wearing. I'm not sure what you mean, AK, but yeah. So as far as this costume, yeah, I guess you're referring to this. Yeah, so I guess a lot of the DIY stuff, regular stuff that is just bought, it can be fun, but I like to just DIY things. So, and thanks, Linda, about the costume. I'm wondering because I don't know if I checked the chat after I asked the question. What were you all wearing? Like, if anybody in the chat actually dressed up for Halloween or they went out doing something. I'm very curious to see, or to not to see, but to hear what you actually were dressed up as. So, yeah. Ooh, oh wow. Full screen. I'm gonna go off camera to take care of my sniffles, but do full screen so they can see you.
All right, I'm back here, Don Tony Teflon. The mask is on. We back up in the piece, doing what we do. We're doing the Halloween stream. The mask is on, rocking this real quick. While the lady Alomar is chilling with the sniffles and everything else. No sniffles in Florida. Crown of Thrones is gonna be lit. I hope a lot of people are planning to go to Crown of Thrones in Florida. You know, I'm going to be up in there rocking as always in Florida. You know what I mean? I got to be up in there rocking. You know, I will be in there doing what I do on the panels, on everything else. And I'm also going on to the Star Wars Park too. So if you want to go to the Star Wars Park with me, you know what I mean? Let me know exactly what's going on. And when we get down there, we could make a day, you know what I mean? Let you know what's going on and everything else. And we could rock that and get that thing popping real quick. You know what I mean?
That's awesome. I love that mask. And yeah, as far as I wonder who is actually planning on going from the chat, it will be awesome to see our friends there, to meet us there. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. The last Con of Thrones was a lot of fun. So I'm hoping to see a lot of good friends, new friends, old friends over there. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be hot though. It's what? Summer in Florida.
It's gonna be a scorcher.
Yeah. It's gonna be a lot of.
I don't care because listen, I'm not playing around. You know what I mean? I got the air conditioning in the room. I don't go there bumming. You know what I mean? I ain't going there staying in no damn Super 8s. Not that there's anything wrong with it. You know what I mean? If y'all want to stay, people stay in the Super 8 or they stay in the microtels or whatever. Do what you gotta do. I'm saying, I'm staying in the goddamn suite with the AC on, even when I leave.
Yeah.
So that when I come back, that is what it is, and that's it. You know, most likely with a pool up in the building, chilling and taking swimming if I got to, whatever like that. I ain't trying. I do not play no games. I'm not going out there to be bumming. I ain't going down there to struggle. I'm going down there to get it in. But I'm telling anyone who hasn't had a chance to go to Con of Thrones, you want to meet people like me. You want to meet people like Alomar. Who cares about the rest? Well, Gray Area too. You know.
Oh, I miss Gray. Oh,
Gray's too. If you want to meet people like Gray, You know what I mean? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to do. Look,
Yeah.
look, look. Derek Brock said, "Listen, look at Derek's comment. He know. He's seen what this.
Yeah.
Everyone know what happened in the last
Mhm.
con. The Don had the greatest party of all time
Mhm.
in Con of Thrones
Yeah.
history in the goddamn
Yeah.
penthouse suite, chilling up in there. Everybody was up in there who
Mhm.
needed to be up in there,
Yeah.
chilling. And it's gonna be the same situation. We're gonna have a great time down there. You know what I mean? I'm not there just playing around. It was what it was. You know what I mean? And that's it. So we're gonna have a great time up in there. We're gonna
Mhm.
figure out how we get this party popping and everything
Mhm.
else and all that stuff. And we're gonna have a good time. So you should definitely be up in there.
Definitely consider going and do what you can to just go and meet us there. It was a lot of fun. We met a lot of I met some people I already knew from the other con, so it was great joining them again. And then some of the people who I met for the first time, because I always stream with them, it was nice seeing them in person. And then some people I've never knew about, and they become just wonderful new friends. So it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Lisa
Definitely,
Payton
yeah,
says I got to meet Shift Alt
yeah,
X. That was the shit.
yeah,
Yeah, he used to go. Got to meet him.
yeah.
He was up in the loft
Hmm.
chilling with us up there and there. He a little motherfucker.
But a great guy.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
I don't think size matters when it
no,
comes to how cool you are. He's a cool
hmm,
cat. You know what I'm saying?
very.
He's a small dude. You know what I mean?
But it was a
Uh-oh.
lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Underleaf. What are you saying, Underleaf here? What about Ice
I
and
can
Fire
fire.
Con? You know, me and Elle have definitely talked about this, right? I
Hmm.
know that she's going,
I'm going.
right? She'll
Hmm.
be there. And she has talked and asked me to go, right?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah,
accurate?
I'm trying to convince you to go. It's a
Right.
lot of fun. I can't wait. It's gonna be a great place. It's gonna be different than big city because over there it's just woods. So it's a party for all those days. It's a party. And Game of Thrones stuff and a lot of friends, and it's just a lot of good time. And um, I definitely recommend for anybody to just go there because it's unbelievable. It is different atmosphere than Nashville was because, like I said, it's in the middle of the woods. However, there's a great place. There are cabins and there's a lodge, great food. There's a bar, lots of room to to do whatever you do. To stream. There's lake, beautiful views. If you're into nature, I'm not that much into nature. There's nature outside. You can go. Really, really, a lot of fun.
I'm into anything when I'm drinking. When I'm drinking, I'm into it. You know
You're
what I
not,
mean?
you're into that.
Yeah,
uh,
listen, I'm
Beautiful
drinking.
views.
I'll have the metal detector outside when I'm drinking, just searching for treasure. Just searching for
Oh,
treasure all
I
day.
should bring that. I do have a thing that not mine, but I know somebody who has the thing. That's gonna be fun. A drunk well, tipsy. I'm not gonna say drunk, but probably drunk. Looking for treasures out there. I can just see that happening.
But yeah, John Haymaker says any actor is gonna be there. I don't think they get celebrities or
Mm,
anything like that. It's not like that. It's a more personal situation. It would be
mm-hmm.
basically, I guess the best way to describe it would be like sleepover camp for
Mm-hmm.
Game of Thrones fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you just want to talk about the book stuff mostly, and you're a really true book
Yes.
fan,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to go through the book stuff, that is what it is. Who is this? We got a new person here too. Is this Joan? Is she new or not?
I don't remember the second part of the name.
Me
Win
either. You got another
Winhen.
new
Joan
Winham.
Winhen.
You got another new person. What
Mm-hmm.
up, Joan
Yeah.
Winham? Chilling. I
If you're
appreciate
new,
that.
hello. Welcome.
How you doing? Make
Yeah.
sure you subscribe and come back and everything. Don Tony Teflon, Lady Alomar, Lady Don
Mm-hmm.
podcast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what it is. So yeah, I would think it's like that. It's like I
Mm-hmm.
think it's so far. It's like a
Very book related thing. There are panels. There's a from what I remember, and I do remember a lot. I was drinking, but I remember things. Amazing. There's a play. There are parties, like official parties. There are unofficial parties. There are panels, different crafts, different. There's a hunt, like a faceless man hunt. If you're into, that kind of thing, and it goes on. There's there are bids. There's a silent auction for different items. There are vendors. I bought a couple
oh.
things.
Wait a second, we getting blown up here
Ooh.
by Joan.
I don't remember the last
She's saying she's seen us at the car. So I can't see the picture of
picture.
her.
Some picture. Yeah.
And she's saying she harassed AK-47. Oh,
Mm.
god damn. I'm getting exposed. I'm sorry. I was drinking a lot then too. And,
There,
and,
there,
and there's a
yeah.
lot of drinking going on then. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
For both, there's a lot of alcohol
I
involved.
can't remember. I'm sorry. If I can see a picture better when I'm
Mhm.
done, because I watch this when I usually don't watch stuff over that I do it. I tell you,
Mhm.
to I don't. But I will watch it just for this.
Mhm.
And when I do, I watch it on my television set.
So it's
So
proper
yeah. So
size and
when I
everything.
watch anybody stream or anything else like that, I'm watching on my television, my Roku box.
Oh, nice.
You know, so I watch it like
Nice.
that, so I could see the pictures of the people. But on my computer screen, I don't have my glasses on. It's hard for me to see. You know what I mean? The people and stuff. So, but
And my memory is great until I forget. Um,
yeah.
and I don't. That's the thing. I remember people's faces, but I'm very very bad with names. And I mean, I'm very bad with names. But once I remember faces. I can recognize. That's what I'm saying. I don't remember. There's in the picture their glasses. So and there's a dog in the picture too. So yeah. But it was a lot of fun meeting, and like I said, we met a lot of new people on both during both cons. So I really, really recommend going just to not if not for the love of the books and the books that are coming out or will come out at some point, just go out there to meet the community. A lot of fun, but a lot of interesting things book related to the at the Ice and Fire Con. Yeah, great panels though too.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
you're gonna go, are you thinking about some panels, Tony? If you're gonna go,
Who
I'm
up?
saying if. I'm assuming you're gonna go. I'm not saying if. Let's say you're going, right? You're
Okay, there
going
we go.
places. Yeah,
If you say, then I'm there, and
there
that's
you
what it
go.
is, right? So
I'm
I'll
just
always
wondering if
vote
you're
with you.
gonna be panels. I love sitting back and watching. It was
I
fun doing panels. That's awesome. There's this adrenaline rush and
hmm
calmness at the same time. I enjoy both, but I'm assuming I would be disappointed if you didn't do a panel.
I don't know the people in the Ice and Fire Con well enough, I think, to probably be on the panel. I don't know if they put me on. I mean, could I contact them and tell them that I'm going there,
Hmm.
put me on the panel? I'm sure I could. You know what I mean? But I will say this: I enjoy sometimes just watching stuff instead of having the obligation to being on
Hmm.
stuff. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I like just to chill and enjoy the whole con itself instead of just having to just sit there and be a part of everything and because being part of panels it's very nerve wracking and it consumes a lot of time of your day.
Nerve-wracking, Tony. You're natural. I Were you
Oh, I
stressed
could
out
do
on
it.
my panel? You look like so cool and collected. You're.
I can do it. It's not like it's a
Mhm.
problem for me to do it. I could do it and definitely get it done. That won't
Mhm.
be the problem. I'm just saying sometimes I just rather just sit back
Mhm.
and just relax. You know what I
True.
mean? Because
True.
when you do panels and stuff, you have to like, all right, I gotta be at the panel at 10 o'clock. I gotta be up at this
Yeah.
time. I gotta get there. I gotta rush there.
Mhm.
Things like that.
Mhm.
I just you know what I mean. I can do whatever. I can get up there and just and knock
Mhm.
it dead. That's just how I get down. I'm from Queens, New York. This is what we do in Queens, New York. We go out there and we represent.
Mhm.
So I could do that. I could rep anytime. But I'm just saying that I would like I'd rather just be able just to chill
Yeah.
and just and enjoy the con itself,
Yeah.
and just be and that's it.
Yeah, there was I remember I think it was easier getting up for the panels in Nashville, although I think I got maybe an average of 3 hours of sleep. I had bags under my eyes like crazy. I'm saying literally 3 hours of sleep on average, those nights in Nashville. But I think at in Ohio, Ice and Fire Con, that was worse because I remember going to bed at like 5 or 4:30, and then there were panels like around 10. So not me. I wasn't paneling in Ohio. So I just wanted to attend them, and I remember sitting there in my leggings and my sweatshirt, like, okay, and a cup of coffee. I'm like,
Wait a
okay,
second. I didn't.
no, no, no,
You
no,
didn't
that was
wear leggings outside, did you?
no. I mean, and at Ice and Fire Con.
Oh, you
And I
wear
stayed
leggings and
no,
walking around out there, or just in your apartment?
No. The leggings were just kind of after getting up, and I was like, okay, I cannot do this. This was like only 2 hours of sleep and getting up to see a panel. I remember sitting in my leggings, my flip flops, at the lodge, and like, okay, I gotta hit that panel. I was waiting for that panel. I'm gonna go there no matter what. I'm gonna sit in the back, and I had my cup of coffee sitting there. I'm like, okay, after this panel, I'm gonna go change, put some proper clothes on, and then I'm gonna go and yeah. So different atmosphere, more relaxed, a lot more drinking in Ohio. I don't think I would wear leggings in Nashville. I had my jeans and my other pants on and shorts. I think I don't remember. But yeah, it gets intense.
You didn't have no shorts on. I
I didn't
see.
have shorts. I don't
No,
remember. It was
I didn't see any leggings or
um.
jeans. This is
Oh yeah,
this.
I had leggings to the airport. That's where I had leggings. I remember that.
All
There we
right,
go.
yeah, to the airport. Yes, yes.
Yes,
It
today
must
because
be
that
a,
was a relax. I'm like, okay, I need something comfortable on the plane to sit. I had my gray leggings, my yoga pants, my extra slippery yoga pants. I call them because
I
those
didn't
things
see none of
are.
that stuff.
Yep.
AK-47. You seen this AK-47? We won't lie to me. You seen this AK? Because I didn't see this. Where was I when this
Well,
was going on?
there were parties to go to. What do you mean? What do you mean? What did you see? I'm trying to look at the comments. What did I miss?
No, I'm asking AK if she's
Oh,
seen these leggings. Because I
oh.
know she would tell me.
No, the leggings were at like I said, at the airport going back home, and leggings were for about hour and a half in Ohio because I just couldn't, like, I cannot adult right now. I could not do anything. I just put a t-shirt on or my sweater or something because it was colder over there. um yeah, but then after
Yeah.
that I realized I'm where people are. I should not be wearing this. I'm gonna put on my proper clothes. So I did that. So, but like I
Shout
said,
out to the man who created leggings. I love him.
yes, those are very, very comfortable things. I'm actually not in Florida, but probably I'm gonna go more relaxed style now that I know the people. Now I don't kind of care what I wear in a way. I'm just gonna go with how I relax, and probably in Ohio, there's gonna be a lot of leggings and a lot of jeans. Yeah, for those days. I'm just gonna go and relax over there.
I'm my wardrobe is a Queens, New York. I always got the Timberland boots on, and I'm rocking the jeans.
Nice.
That's what we do.
Nice.
Always got the Timberland boots on my feet. This is Queens,
Mhm.
New York. This is what we do. This is how we roll. And my Yankee hat is on all the time. Sometimes, but that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Joan is asking, I think, about where I live now. I live in the suburbs of Chicago, southwest suburbs of Chicago. I think there's a question. I think AK answered like, yes, I am originally from Poland, and now I live in area of suburbs of Chicago, where we get a lot of snow. Hence the sniffles.
You had
Yeah.
snow already, right?
Oh, we had 2 days of snow. First day we got 4 inches. Second day we got 3 inches of snow.
What is that?
First,
What is that? The job is saying? Is he talking to you with that? 'Cause
I'm
I
not
don't.
sure.
Are you from? What is that? Gansk? You see it?
I think I saw the city name.
Is that a city in
Oh,
Poland?
that's a city. That's a city up north. No, I'm actually more towards south from the cities and towards the south, but not from the south. Not that there's anything wrong with the south. Not from the south, kind of like cities in the south. I'm not gonna give the entire city because I don't know, a little
Exactly.
mystery.
Well, you can't let people know where you
Yeah,
live because people
yeah,
be putting you on the
yeah.
blast. And they be doing
But
crazy
yeah,
stuff.
I've been to. I think it's pronounced. Well, I don't think I know. It's pronounced Gdańsk, the city that was mentioned. So I've been there. It's a beautiful city. It's by the sea, if I remember correctly. Very beautiful. Lots of castles. I love castles. So, yeah.
And that's in Poland.
It is. Yeah, we have a lot of beautiful stuff. That's why I love history. That's why I love all kinds of Game of Thrones stuff because it reminds me of all the castles. And those castles are um, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds years old, like from 900 something. Not even 19 or 11, whatever, 12. No, 19 or 902. We have castles that old. Oh, back there. So anyway,
Yeah.
good stories. That's why I love Game of Thrones. A lot of history there, made up history, but still fun stuff.
What are they talking about? Small ding dong is canon. What is that? What is
Not
going on?
sure. Let's find it.
What does that say?
Who said that?
something to do with Derek said something about it, and then someone
Oh,
said,
I think it said Danny got 6 inches of snow.
"Oh, 6 inches of snow," and then she said that no, his small ding dong is canon. Yes,
Oh,
let me.
yes. I
It
heard
is.
that. What about that? Yeah.
Yes, I will. I could definitely say that his Jon Snow having a small dink that Tormund brings up in the show is definitely canon
Mm.
because it was brought up by Dan and Dave. And that's how you can know how petty Dan and Dave are. Because they said they purposely did it because the actor for him. So they wanted to give him something to bring him back
Mm.
down the size. So they made sure that the character had a
Mm.
small dink.
Well, as long as he knows how to use whatever he's got, you know,
Yep,
who
you
are
gotta
we
know how to
to?
use it. You got
Yeah.
you can't. That's something. Whatever you got,
Just,
don't be mad about what you got. Just do what you do with it. You
yeah.
know,
Rock with whatever you got.
yeah. Just don't just don't put it away
Yeah.
and say, "All right, damn, I'm not gonna be able to do anything." Learn to work what you got, and that's
Exactly.
all you gotta do.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? That's it.
Yep.
I've seen pinkies take down chicks.
It's done right, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about real fingers, and you know what I mean. I'm not talking about me or anything like that. Don't get twisted. Don't get twisted. I'm just saying in general. If Higgy could do the job, if you really had to do it, or something like that. And that's it, and everything else. You know what I mean? So you got Santavia. Did I say her name?
I'm not sure.
Santavia Major.
I'm usually pronouncing
Santovia.
it Santivia. Santivia. I'm not sure if I'm saying
Santavia.
it correctly though. Santivia. She
I
can tell us.
Who was right? Santavia or Santivia? It's gonna be
I'm,
you.
I'm
So
saying Santivia. I may
I'm
be wrong.
saying Santavia. I'm going with Santavia on it.
But awesome to see you. Look, I have been kind of absent from chatting live. I was kind of busy lately, but this is awesome. I would never miss this. My co-host, whenever he's rocking, I'm gonna be rocking right with,
Oh,
and it's my fun time. So I'll never miss that fun time.
let's go with this. This is Joan. She says, "I once slept with a guy with a huge sword, but let me tell you, he knew nothing about how to use it." Huh?
Right?
I guess I can't say this dude's name, but I do. I've heard of dudes, my man. And they just don't know what they're doing. Or some people think that just because you got that, you don't have to do much. You know what I mean? Like this is what it is, and this in and out is gonna handle that. You know what I mean? You don't know how to, you don't hit the sides and you don't know how to do anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is and stuff like that.
I wonder if they're just thinking like, if anything fails, I guess it's self-service. But uh, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Jabba the Hutt said he's a giant slug. So
Mm.
I guess so. Listen, Jabba, you had Princess Leia, so you
Yeah.
can't get no better than that and stuff like that. Yeah, but people don't know how to, you don't know what you're doing. People, it is what it is. I guess it is what it is. I think that really, in all
I like what
honesty,
AK says.
when I had to come down to this, I would just have to say if you're into the person, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is always better when you're into the person. If you're not into the person, it's gonna suck. If you're into the person, it's gonna be good, and that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah.
If you're into the person, you really like say all you ladies out here who like Jason Momoa, right? Let's just say Jason Momoa didn't have nothing going on down there special. You would not care because it's Jason Momoa. You wouldn't care about that whatsoever. You just be happy to look at his eyes, touch his arms, touch his back, touch everything, and you would scream and chant every time he did anything. Yes, Jason. Yes, and that's what it be because it's him. So when you're into somebody, I think that makes a big difference in the whole situation
Mhm.
and everything
I'm
else.
sure
Yeah, that's just
a lot of ladies agree with that, but I guess apparently there are some ladies who say one thing, or some others say the other thing. But I guess as long as you know what you're doing with what you got, I mean, don't give up.
Mhm.
Don't give up, because if you give up, I mean, how pathetic would that be? Having somebody who kind of like self pities. That's not fun. I'm assuming that's not fun at all. Yeah.
What's with fire and sword?
Oh, I think there was a question for me. Did I?
Mhm.
I think that's I think it's some kind of a Polish literature. I was asked. I think I
What
saw
is
that
that?
question before.
I don't know what that would be.
Java the Hutt was asking, did Alomar, did you read with fire and sword about no, actually I don't remember that. If this is something that is actually from Poland or anything like that by Polish. I mean, I'm assuming it's by a Polish author, like the Witcher series, right? That was all written by Polish guy way back when, and I've seen all that. Those old original movies made in Polish, so corny. But back then, zero money for production or anything else, and it was a long time ago. This is going to be great, whatever's coming out for The Witcher. So, yeah.
I hope The Witcher is going to be good. Henry Cavill is banking a lot of his career on The Witcher, so I hope it works out for him. I just don't think the thing about it is that when you're dealing with streaming services and you're dealing with the way Netflix puts out shows, I just don't think that it has the you can't get a buzz the way you would get for a normal show because it all comes out in one swoop. You know what I mean? So if it comes out when it comes out in December, you may have a buzz for the show in January, but after that, it's over.
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
other than other shows that come out week to week, that you could stretch that
Yeah.
buzz out from January all the way to March, or maybe even April if you're lucky, you know. But as for that, it's just going to be over so fast, the
Mhm.
buzz for it, because you can't do anything. You can't do any really videos on it. What are you going to do? Review videos on it? You got to
Yeah.
make predictions? Yeah. I predict this is going to happen. Yeah, because you watch the next episode. That's why you're going to predict it. It's
Mhm.
not hard, you know. So I don't think you can really do a lot
Mhm.
for it. So I think that the format for binge
Yeah.
watching just doesn't lend itself
Mhm.
for creating a proper buzz
Yeah.
and keeping that and maintaining that. So that's why
Mhm.
I don't think it's good. They should release that one at a time weekly.
Mhm. And even as a watcher, I agree. And before I go there, I just wanted to mention quickly that a book. Yes, I remember it now. I remember it. I translated it in Polish because when I read the title with fire and sword, it didn't ring a bell. But when I actually said it to myself in Polish, yes, that was actually it's a classic, isn't it? I remember reading it in school. I think we had to read that, and I know I enjoyed it. It was, I think, a lot of stuff, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, I have read that, obviously in Polish because it's a Polish author. But completely right, Tony. With the Netflix as a watcher, and I know myself as a binge watcher. I have zero self control when it comes to some things. Some things I can control. I can go cold turkey on stuff. Some things I give myself permission to go crazy, and binge watching is one of those things. But as a I'm saying, I guess creator or somebody who's on YouTube, it sucks because like just to watch, let's say 10 or 6 episodes, like what was it, the Carnival Row, which I finished and I enjoyed it in
Mhm.
general, and other things that I started, I finished them. But I don't want to just watch it in 10 or 6 episodes or 8 and just rush it because I'm not enjoying it as much. I prefer the once a week, and then we have this week to think and for it to sink in, and there's more pleasure in it, I think, than just binge watching something like that. And I don't get me wrong, I do love my binge watching stuff when let's say there's a show that somebody recommends to me, like Kev or Bridge recommended a lot of shows to me, and I binge watched them hardcore. I didn't sleep for like 2 days, really.
I recommend Bad Blood.
But see,
Yeah,
that's something I have not seen.
Bad
um
Blood is very good on
see,
Netflix. I would recommend Bad Blood
yeah.
all day. If you
So
have,
it's a lot of fun to get those recommendations from people who actually, and time is precious. So I prefer, if it's an older show, I always ask, like, what do you think about that? Because I don't want to just waste whatever number of hours or days not sleeping, and then it's basically shite. Like, no.
I recommend, since it's Halloween and you got to have some type of
Oh yeah.
Halloweenish type show, a movie. We're gonna get your recommendation on the movie real quick, and since I thought of it, I think of one.
Uh-huh.
I recommend everybody goes out there and watches. If you haven't watched it, watch Frailty.
Frailty.
Frailty with Matthew McConaughey. Does anybody out there in the chat have watched Frailty with Matthew McConaughey?
Do you know where it plays? Like, do you know where it's actually on right now? Netflix?
I'm sure it's on everything. It's an older movie.
Okay.
It's one of I'm not gonna say one of his first movies, but it's it's really old. So it should not be hard to find Frailty, and I think Frailty is an excellent movie. I always enjoyed. I think it's a great movie. Actually,
Mhm.
I would say definitely watch Frailty. If you've never seen it, then it's definitely a much watch. I would
Nice.
say without a doubt. You want to see that with
You
Matt.
mentioned it's for is it kind of like a horror season
It's
type of
I would
movie?
say it's like a horror thriller.
Thrill. Oh.
Maybe a more of a thriller
Hmm.
horror movie and stuff like that. That's basically what it would be. I would say that it's Matthew McConaughey, Bill Paxton. Those are the stars of the movie, and Powers Booth is in it too. And
Nice.
but I would definitely like if you ain't got no movie to watch, and you're like I need to watch something. I don't know what to watch. Watch Frailty. Frailty is a really good movie.
There's I'm gonna add it. I just found it on oh gosh, Amazon Prime. It varies on people's subscriptions and all, so it's I would have to look into it if I have that subscription to that. But there's a lot of great. I do enjoy getting recommendations because you've seen it or somebody else has seen it, and I know that I won't be wasting my time watching that stuff. There's a speaking of because it's a Halloween stuff stream. We did a couple different things. There is this movie, and I wonder if AK knows it. I keep forgetting that name. The movie. It's called oh gosh. Oh my goodness, I completely forgot. I'll look for it. But what is your favorite, if I can ask, since this is a Halloween one, like I said? What's your favorite or couple favorite Halloween movies?
I mean, strictly Halloween based movies.
Horror, kind of like maybe something that is more towards Halloween type thing with a scary something, or maybe like a slasher of some sort. Do you like any of that? Are you into that at all?
I'm not really a big horror buff because
Mhm.
they don't scare me. I've never been scared of anything, so it just doesn't work for me. So I'm not really true. I mean, like to me, like a good horror movie, like that I like. I think Saw, the original Saw
Okay.
was a good movie. I thought the ending was a great ending. I didn't see that ending happening. After that one, that was it sucked. But after the first ending of Saw, I thought that was great. But besides that, I don't really certain things. I just look at it. It's funny afterwards. People start screaming and doing. I laugh about it, and it just becomes a game to me, and it's just not it's not funny because it's just not scary enough. So I can't really get into it. Uh, I will say that I did like the movie. I don't think you consider it a horror, but more like a suspenseful Mr. Brooks with Kevin Costner.
I've never seen that one. Mr. Brooks?
Yeah, Mr. Brooks,
Okay. Hmm.
where he's a serial
It,
killer.
see, I
Oh, Alomar, she froze on us. Did she freeze on us? I mean, I think Alomar froze on us. But
there
she,
we go. My
yeah,
connection.
it's
It's
a
scary.
it was a
Yeah.
beautiful freeze. Like you be freezing, you be getting good positions. Other people they freeze and they get all crazy looking positions. You look good in it. It's the second time it's happened. Mr. Brooks to me was a really good movie. I liked it. Something that you wouldn't see Kevin Costner normally do. So I would definitely check that out if you haven't checked that out.
I'm gonna have to look into those because I'm getting good recommendations now. Oh my gosh, it's two movies that I have not seen
That's
before.
crazy that you never seen those movies.
I, I was I loved horror movies as a like when I was younger. Um so now I'm kind of coming back to them. There's this oh gosh, I was trying to actually look for the movie that I wanted to share with everybody. That was the scariest thing that I have seen in the longest time. Maybe somebody in the chat can help me. It's about this little girl who or the family I'm being very descriptive right now. I don't want to give out the ending or whatever it was. It was a very very strange movie. A lot of creepy stuff, the creepiest stuff I have ever seen. And actually if I remember it, I'll probably put it back in a comment section because that movie freaked me out so badly. I actually had nightmares. I literally seriously had nightmares. I was looking in the corner to see if that person is like right there standing like creeping on the walls. Yeah. And I do love all the classics. Like we had John and Heidi doing the show with all the movies. I think the other day,
Hmm.
and yeah, so I do love the horror movies as the original ones back then. Then everything went just kind of it was awful, and now I'm trying to come back. Maybe I saw a couple good ones lately, so I'm being very hopeful that this genre is picking up with some good content.
Derek
But yeah,
says, "Is it the one that the little girl makes some weird noise?"
yes, the clicking, like she goes like or something like that. It's so scary. Not the noise, but yeah. So I don't know if anybody knows the title of it, please. For those who know, I mean, the girl who makes the clicking noise. Yes, that's the thing over there. If you know the title, please drop it because I completely forgot. And I have to say, that's the scariest one I have seen in the longest time. The creepiest. There are no.
I just don't think it's scary. Like things make me laugh. Like someone just said that The Sopranos is the greatest TV show of all time in the
I
chat.
heard that.
It's not.
Hmm.
It's not. It's not. The Sopranos is a comedy. The Sopranos to me is a comedy. I laugh at The Sopranos. Everything to me just made me laugh. I thought Tony Soprano, James Gandolfini, was a comedian. All the things he said was hilarious. I really look at The Sopranos as a comedy. I don't think The Sopranos compares to The Wire. I don't think you could say it's the best of all time when you have The Wire out there. The Wire is a better show than The Sopranos. But The Sopranos to me is a straight comedy. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Everything about it. Tony James Gandolfini, all them dudes is funny as hell. So I look at it like that. The greatest mafia movie ever made is Goodfellas. Well, that was, and not just because my friend Christopher Scott Thoreau played in the movie, but it's just still it is what it is.
You recommended The Sopranos to me. I think a couple people did too. And again, life is so busy. I didn't have time to actually, continue. And yes, I'm sorry, Hereditary. Oh my gosh, Derek Brock. Yes, that's the movie, Hereditary. Oh my god, I was scared for days. And I don't get.
I'm gonna watch this Hereditary just because you said it was
so
good.
curious
I'm gonna watch it.
I'm so curious what you think about it. I love that there were no jump scares. I was waiting for a jump scare. There were no jump scares. And that's I love when there are no jump scares because it's so predictable. When like we had, oh gosh, the other movies that I've seen, yeah, that's just not good. But as far as The Sopranos, I did watch first, I think 3 or 4 episodes of that. I love them. I'm seriously, if I have more time to watch, once in a while, just to turn it on, I love it. And if you're saying that there's one
character when he was young.
Hmm.
So when Ray Liotta was the main character when he was young, the person that played him, Christopher Scott Thoreau, when he was young, that's my good friend. And
nice.
that's who he played.
Tony knows some interesting people.
I could show you his Facebook profile too. I could probably pull it. Let me see. I'll pull it up real quick. You can see that I'm friends with him. If I could see through this mask.
Maybe time for mask to come off.
It
yes.
may be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me see. Let me see if I can screen share this real quick. I don't know how to do all this John stuff. Let me see. Screen share. Boop. Screen share. Easy with 2 monitors. Skill record. I don't have 2. All right. Let's
see what happens. Right.
All right. Up. Let me see. Application window. Is it showing anything? No.
From what I see, it's the same stuff. It's me and you on a screen.
It is, right? I don't know how it's not doing it.
So like screen sharing, right?
I don't know how to do it.
I've never screen shared. Yeah.
I had to ask John how to do it. I can't.
He did great. He was just clicking through all that. Yeah.
You see how he was doing it? Yeah, I don't know.
Just like that.
I will take off the mask and be right back. Alomar will hold down the chat while I do this.
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun because, like I said, Tony and I are doing the Halloween stream. But I think that everybody. I mean, we love your mask, Tony. We do. But
very much.
You're very welcome. It's an awesome mask. I'm so happy that actually it's not. I've never seen this one. Actually, it has the light up stuff, so it's not just the mask on your face.
Right.
I should have worn mine. I do have but it's a blue mask. So, and I don't know if cats wear masks. So, plus I spent time on this makeup. I'm just kidding. Maybe I should have worn it with my sniffles. It's like my face just needs a mask, but I figured whiskers will do for today. But it's so awesome to see everybody here. And yeah, we did talk about a lot of the stuff, not just the Game of Thrones and just some horror movie stuff. This new series that hopefully will be coming out, like Tony said, it's not going to be in 2020. That's the disappointing part, that we're going to have more waiting for whatever they're going to bring us. But like I said, I prefer quality. I don't, if we have to wait, we waited what, couple years for the ending of Game of Thrones, and we were fine as a community. We had fun collaborating and fun predicting. Now we have to wait for this other one, right? And I don't know. I wonder. I didn't read up on it. I wonder if they actually started doing something with it. If anybody knows about that, I would love to. Probably I could Google it, but I don't feel like Googling right now. I'd love to know if actually they are doing something with it, or if they just announced it. Will they release something soon, or it's just an approval? Yeah. Yeah, Alicia Kingston says, I'm happy waiting as long as we get a good story. Exactly. I don't mind waiting, because waiting is part of the fun, I guess. Although that comes from a binge watcher. So I don't know.
All right, I'm back.
Alrighty.
Oh, you can hear me. They can't, right? Oh, they can.
I can hear you.
Everyone can, right? All right, there I am.
But I can't see you. So there we go.
All right.
You're back.
I'm back. Yeah, I was saying, I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, Christopher Scotsrow, that's my friend. I grew up with him and stuff. I remember when he got the role for Goodfellas, actually, and everything else. So
nice.
very
No,
happy.
I was just mentioning. I was just mentioning a little bit of the. We're going to be waiting for this new. What is it? House of the Dragon, right?
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, they were going to be waiting a little bit more, but we're fine. We did fine waiting for Game of Thrones.
It gives a lot of time to speculate and do theories and do all that and get those videos out there and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Plus, like a lot of time to look through the book again. And actually, I have to finish the book. I started. I'm kind of almost halfway there, and then life happened. I had to stop reading, so it's going to be fun picking it up again. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're definitely me and Al, we're going to be doing we're gonna go chapter by chapter breakdown on the book before it comes out. So we're gonna do all that and everything else. And I got a lot of other things planned too that we're definitely going to jump off and do all that good stuff. I wish I knew how to do that screen share stuff, but I just couldn't pull it off. I understand how I couldn't do it. It's not easy. It says sharing screen works best on good computer. Screen sharing works best on good computer. Like you got a shitty computer, don't do this.
Oh my god, it actually says that.
That's what it says.
Oh my god, who wrote that stuff?
Let me see.
Oh my god.
Application tabs. Still, you don't see nothing either, right? Let me see. I think I had to put
Oh,
Chrome.
Chrissy's saying good night. So good night, Chrissy. Thank you for hanging out with us. Always a pleasure.
I think I got it. You ready? Let's see.
Yes. Ooh, there we go. Yes, I see it.
All right. So you can see you see us, or just see that?
Yeah, I see us. There are two on the side, and then the bigger picture is what you're sharing.
So as you can see, this first person right here says Christopher Scotsrow, actor at large. And you can see right here the check mark for me. It says friends, that we're friends. So this is the dude right here. As you can see, right in his background picture, he has the picture of the Goodfellas movie. That obviously, so this is what he looked like when he played in the Goodfellas movie right there. That's him there, and I'll show you what he looks like right now. This is him today.
Oh, awesome!
Right there.
Good stuff.
And all
Jordan knows a lot of interesting people. Yes, you do.
Let me see. Go back. This is what he looked like in the movie. So if you remember from the movie, this is what he looked like when he played in the movie.
Nice.
Back then, that's what it was. So yeah, that's the role. Main character is a big role and all that. I ain't gonna put that up. I go back to stream. How do you stop it? There you go. Done.
There we go. See,
right.
you got it.
Yeah, but that too. Yeah, that's my man. That's my man. 50 grand and stuff. We're gonna have that's already hooked up. We're gonna do an interview with him talking about
Nice.
all
Oh, I can't wait. It's always
that.
so much fun.
Yeah, he's busy right now. He's doing the Chiller Theater in New Jersey. He's doing an autograph signing there.
Mhm.
So probably after he's done with that, we'll get something popping with him and
Nice.
stuff and all that. But yeah, that's what he's busy with right now. I'm doing that. So if you
And
want
for
to see him,
yeah.
go to the Chiller Theater in New Jersey. He'll be right there.
And then to listen to more of the interviews, come see us
That's
on our
right. On the Lady and the Dime podcast. Link will be in the description. Definitely sign up for that. We definitely want to, want you to. It's a really good time. So it's one of the best times I have doing all the stuff is hanging out with Alomar doing that. So
It's a lot of fun.
that
Very
is what it is. But we have rocked on here for almost 2 hours and 30 minutes. So we're gonna have to bounce off it.
But yeah, the weekend is starting for everybody. So this was a great start to those who have weekends off. This is a great start. Amazing start. We could not ask for anything better. So thank you for having fun with us. And I hope
No
we can do
doubt.
it more often from time to about, we'll see. We'll see how things go.
I really do hope so. We're gonna definitely be back, and if y'all like it, we'll come back every week and do this. You know what I mean? It's not a problem. We got time. They don't have to be in costumes all the time either. Yeah, we can just come back
Right?
and do it.
I
But
love this.
it is beautiful. You can rock it every week if you want to. You're a beautiful cat woman. You can
Thank you.
definitely take that. Eartha Kit would be proud.
I have a permission to wear this. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, who knows? Maybe I'll keep the gloves.
There you
Anyways,
go.
it
That
was so
is
much fun. A lot
no
of great
doubt.
people chilling with us.
Thank you, everybody who rock with us right here. And if you like the way we do this, please thumbs up this. Please spread this across the realm and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.
Bye, y'all.